if I people come in and go ahead and have it. That didn't do anything. Maybe it did. I think that did what it's supposed to do. Hey. What's up, girl? Oh, I wanted to understand. Let's try that one and see what happens. Hello, Lisa. Yeah, it's my internet. I'm sorry, guys. I'm outside. Lisa, see if this works. You don't have to come in and stay in, but see if that link works. I was gonna try to finish building my stand tonight, but I don't want you guys to be suffering from the drama. You said we're lagging bad? Well, it's probably my internet. Let me go in the house. All right. All right, Lisa, let me get this other link for you. I don't know why, but Bitly refuses to shorten it. At least for me. I know I wasn't the only one having this problem. I think Dave. No, get back. Out. Go. All right, I didn't hear my door didn't latch. My dog decided he wanted to come in. All right, I'll get you this link now. Here you go, Lisa. What's going on, Champ? Tavis. Ugh. What? I didn't even click on anything.
Can you hear me? John?
Yes.
Okay, the bit.ly link is in the chat.
All right, let me copy and paste that in case you need to evacuate. All right. Somebody forget to mute YouTube. So, Lisa, guess what I found at the gas station the other day when I went to get lunch?
What?
I found Ruffles all dressed.
What up, girly Johnny?
Hey, Kens. Did you eat them?
I got 2 bags. I have one in the car that I was saving for the stream.
Yeah, you did. So, guess what happened? So the other day, I'm like looking around in my tank, whatever. And so I decided to just move the rock. So I lift up the rock. Well, this crazy thing was hanging out of it. So I tell my daughter, I'm like, quick, go get my gloves.
Right.
Up into the rock. Well, I'm mortified to say the least. So I think it's almost like a spaghetti worm type thing because it was like a cluster of long.
So it was like all nimbly bimbly.
Yeah.
Huh.
That's gross, John, and I don't know what to do.
Let them live.
Hens, are they bad?
I couldn't really tell you. I've never had a spaghetti worm, so I don't know much about them. It seems like somebody was saying something about spaghetti worms and Medusa worms being terrible if they sting you. But other than that, they're fine. I'm not 100 on that. I would have to do some research to be able to tell you.
Yeah, I haven't really done. I'm just trying to identify it to make sure that it was a spaghetti worm. But so my understanding was spaghetti worms, they're really thin, right?
Right.
Okay, well, this wasn't that thin. It was almost like it definitely wasn't bristle worms. It was something that was coming out of the rock, but it had multiple tentacle, string-like things coming out of it, and it sucked back into the rock.
Right.
But did it didn't have any type of a hard, like a tube or anything, right?
No, it didn't. Hi, Billy.
So I don't know what you're talking about, spaghetti worm, but bristle worms, they're fine as long as you, just don't play with them.
Right. I have bristle worms that came in my last live rock, which really, I was really hesitant to have them in the beginning, but now, they don't bother me. But now these tentacle things, whatever it is, I'm telling you, I'm not down. Not down with this alien-like thing coming out of my rock, whatever it is.
Sounds fun, though.
It's not. I'm going to try to get a picture of it tonight. That's what I'm going to try to do. Hi, Billy.
Yo.
Billy, what's up?
No.
So, can you... yeah. Is that what it looks like?
Hold on, let me come back over there.
Can you see it now?
See, they're thicker. They're thicker than that. Yeah.
All right.
What, a spaghetti worm?
I don't know what it is, Billy. Like, it's creeping me out. It was like, I would say at least there was like 10 of them, and they're like thick. And they were like I'm gonna say like a yellowish brownish color. They weren't.
Kind of sounds like a Medusa worm.
Oh my god!
Last night I was on the phone with Pat at 1 a.m. I found a bobbit worm in my tank, but it was just some kind of weird standard worm that's harmless.
Really?
Did it look
so
like
you never
that,
know.
Lisa?
Well, I didn't see the worm. Like, I just seen the tentacles.
Okay. Well, can you see the tentacles on this one?
Yeah, I can. So what's that called? A Medusa worm?
That's a Medusa worm.
Okay, I'm gonna look that up so I can see it clear.
If you just go to images, that's the second image on Google Images.
Okay.
I would look on Reef to Reef.
Oh my god.
So, John, you gonna go crazy on your stand like a hydraulic press so that it comes up? You just press a button, so hydraulics
my
push
tank,
your
my
slump right
tank's
out.
gonna have 20s and switches on it. I'm gonna blow Billy's lowrider and his fish tank out of the water.
You could never do that.
Hi, Pat.
Say what you want to, Billy. It's all good.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi, John.
Okay, so I totally don't think it's a bobbit worm. These things look gnarly, and I'm pretty sure you would have just burnt your fish tank. You would have poured gasoline in it and set it on fire.
What are you talking about? Those look cool.
For Lisa,
Okay, how do I get it out of my tank?
set it on, or pour gasoline in it and set it on fire.
You need a long pair of tweezers.
Yeah, and do it like, but what, like, is this going to be like a long thing? Because can't I just set a trap or something?
Wait, I forget. You bought live rock, right?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, lesson learned, right?
Right? Oh man. Well, and the only reason why I did was because I wanted to really like get my tank, you know.
Yeah.
Ugh. But like everything else was so cool up until yesterday when I seen this thing. And it was like out during the day. So it's like it's at the bottom of the rock and it's almost like its tentacles are like going into the substrate. You know?
It could be a million things.
Yeah, it really could.
You have
I
to
agree
get
with Billy.
you have to get a decent picture of it before you can even assume what it is.
Right, and then go to Reef and try to find what.
Can't find it on Reef to Reef.
I just typed last night. I typed in white worm swimming in reef tank, and I just typed in the most random things, and we actually figured out what it was.
And what did you say it was you found?
I forget the weird ass name for it.
But you said yours was harmless, right? Hi, Pat.
Hi, Billy.
Oh, he's
I don't
in
know.
here.
If it's,
Hi, Pat.
I don't know if it's totally harmless, but it's whatever.
Right. So
Well,
it's
mine
nothing to really worry about.
and everything in my tank, knowing my luck. Ugh. It's
Lisa's
so
just a wussy. Lisa's just a wussy. She could have a seahorse in there and be like, "I don't know what it is. I didn't buy it."
Every time you explain something, I'm always like, I'm not coming over anymore.
I do have two starfish, which is cool, and they're doing good.
You still have the sweepers?
Yeah, the
I
feathered.
have a question for Samantha.
Yeah.
So how does it feel to have that ring and a piece of paper that the government tells you it's okay to do what you've been doing for the last 10 years?
It's amazing.
Do you feel any different, though, other than just having the ring and the paper?
Yeah,
it's different. It's a different title. I feel really content.
What's that, dude?
Well, I want to tell you this much, and maybe this will be extraction of my foot from the last time I stuck my foot in my mouth. You look a lot less stressed out and a lot more happy. So
right?
To be honest, this past week, I think I've slept pretty much all week. The past year, and especially the past month, has been so hectic.
Yeah, I mean, like,
just so y'all know, she did.
Yeah, like, literally,
I'm just
whatever
saying,
you did.
First one to say it.
whatever you did, it took like 5 years off of you, if not more. I mean, I'm not saying that in a bad way. Not that you looked bad before.
No, I bet you can, like, the night before, Lisa can tell you, they went to bed around 3:30 and I was up till about 5:45, and then I was up at 7:00 to get ready for the day.
Right. Well, I do want to tell you congratulations, even though it's about a week belated. But
thank you.
yeah.
I'm going to keep it real. I'm not going to say congratulations.
I told her congratulations 5,000 times and I still got no reply.
I can't know. No, I messaged you back, Pat.
Oh, I never got it. Maybe.
Well, no, and I have you know, Pat, when you messaged me, I showed her in the limo, and she was like, "Oh, that's so nice."
I did, yeah.
So speaking of messaging people, I go to message Lisa on YouTube like Tuesday about finding these all-dressed chips. I was excited. I was gonna send her a picture on Hangouts and do a quick hangout with her while I was on lunch. Be like, look what I got! Look what I got! And then as soon as I typed the message and it says Lisa has left the conversation, I was like, I was totes sad. Like I was like, man, now who am I gonna share this with? Like there's nobody. That was a little bummed out. Not gonna lie. Well, I mean, I had seen them before, and I just figured they were going to be a new thing, and then they were gone the next time I went in the store. I was like, well, damn. And then meeting you guys, and everybody's like, oh, all dressed chips, all dressed chips. You guys in K-Town.
Do you guys have poppables?
Poppables?
Oh, I got you on those. Those are so good.
Yeah. Do you have poppables?
Fuck that.
They're Lay's. Think of
Oh, like.
Do you guys have those munchie chips? They're actually called munchies or munchos.
Oh, they're good as hell.
But so think of those, but in like a checkered, like puff form. So it's still a chip, but it's like a checkered puff.
Still not as good as cheese balls.
Cheese balls. I can honestly say I've never had a cheese ball. I've had
man.
Oh gosh.
Something isn't appealing about the big jug that you see.
If you take, what you do is you get a big bowl of tomato soup, and you just completely pour as many cheese balls as you can on top of it.
Are you?
It's like a whole different version of cereal for fat guys. It's awesome.
You know, I would be willing to try that, but with chili instead of tomato soup. I can't stand tomato soup.
I like tomato soup.
I don't know.
So I just came on real quick to say hi to everybody, but I'm gonna sign back off.
You're gonna do what?
I just came on to say hi to everybody, but I'm gonna sign back off.
What you're telling me is you're gonna leave me hanging.
I know.
For sure, man.
Where are you going?
I'm incapacitated.
Incapacitated, bro. You're like one of my live stream wingmen. You know what I mean?
No, I appreciate it, sir, but no, I'm out at the bar with a couple of my friends.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know you were out, so I will give you a pass on this one. But when you return back home, if this is still going, I'm gonna need you to.
Well, he needs to have some peanut butter.
Well, here's some proof. Yeah, some peanut butter. I'm out at the bar, so.
Oh, tell your friends.
All right, dude. Well, enjoy your night. Be safe out there. If you get too drunk to drive, please call somebody.
Oh, for sure. I appreciate it, guys. Well, you guys, I might be on later on if you guys, depending on how late, but hope you guys have a good evening.
All right, man. We will.
Peace.
How'd that stand come out today, John?
Well, I actually went on a mission today. I was looking for something in particular. I was going to be like before you joined. I was in the garage. I was going to mute myself.
Where's Jen? Where's Jen?
I've been right here the whole time.
Jen, how'd the stand come out?
I've been at work. I don't know. I'm pretty sure nothing happened.
Like I was.
That's the answer I wanted. Don't bullshit me, John.
Billy, I'm not bullshitting you. Like I was in the garage. I was going to do this. I asked Pat. I told him I was going to do both, but while I was outside, the internet kept freezing up, and everybody was saying that it was lagging. So I came back inside.
That's true. When I first came in, like John was frozen completely.
Pat and I are officially broke because the last 2 days we've been betting as much money as we could on how you haven't finished it, and we've both lost all our money.
Okay, so, but no, here's the thing. Like, what I'm gonna do.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
What I'm gonna do
as soon as he says, you guys all know. For anybody listening in the stream, in the chats, wherever you are, as soon as you hear John say that, the next sentence out of his mouth is total bullshit.
All you have to do is message me You already know.
You already know.
So here's the deal. What I was going to do was I was going to get going in here, and once everybody got situated and everything got done the way it needed to be going, I was going to share controls with Pat and Lisa. So if one of them wants to dip.
No, frozen.
It sounded like you said somebody wanted the dick. And
I
then
only have like 20 screws to put in. For it to be 100% finished, I have some wood to cut. So, you know.
I'm the only one. I'm the only single one here, John. You got to be careful of what you say.
The only what?
Well, non-married one here.
Yeah, you gotta get on that, Billy. Like, what are you waiting for, man?
She's got $90,000 in student loans. I'm not going to inherit that shit.
Oh, damn, son.
Prenup saying you're not taking on any of that debt.
Right?
Prenup like Kanye West.
What did you mean by you're the only single one I have to watch what I say? What do I need to watch? What did I do?
No, he meant like non-married.
You just said,
I know.
You just asked us if we wanted the D.
I didn't.
No, John, you were in the middle of talking and you froze, and it sounded like you said dick.
I can't win for losing.
Anybody
John, it's been too long since I've talked to you. You know everything that's going to come out of my mouth is going to be bashing.
Oh, dude, I already knew, and that's why That's why I started the stream in the garage. So I was gonna be like, look, here's what I have finished, Billy. It's exactly where I left it the other night with Pat. I do have an excuse for last night. I was in the middle of putting in a new kitchen sink. The cabinetry for the kitchen sink decided it no longer wanted to be vertical, so I had to put in a new one. So, you know, it is what it is.
Anybody want some salty dick?
We all know Billy wants some salty D.
That's the next troll account.
Lisa.
Yeah.
Guess who wants to do their hair pink?
Shut up.
You look like you're ghost hunting, Lisa. What are you doing?
I am, Billy. You're gonna scare me.
Doesn't she look like she's like running from like she's ghost hunting? Like, ah.
In the chats, 40 tells me he's gonna give me $5 to finish the stand. Here's my bet. I bet $5 that I'm done with my stand and have my system full of water before you do.
Well, that's pretty brave of you to say. Are you gonna do it tonight?
It's not gonna have water in it tonight, but I hope to be most of the way. I still have to buy another piece of wood to do my shelving.
His is already done. All he has to do is just put water in it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Is this for your 120, John?
No, God no.
You got a 120 now?
No, well, I've got a 125. I wasn't gonna be that guy and correct her, unlike Billy Pines.
40 Brewer said you won.
How did I win, 40? How did I win? What happened?
Lisa's out in the garage building a stand right now.
Hell yeah.
I'm thinking
got our own factory in there.
So who's
maybe not the last one.
Melissa?
Amanda.
Oh shit.
Right?
Yeah.
40, are you giving up on me again? I don't like this I-1 talk. And all you have to do is literally go fill up a bucket and put it in your tank and you win $5.
It doesn't count until you have you got to have diatoms in order for it to be official.
Oh, well, I'll have diatoms before John does then.
I mean, I can take the diatoms out of one of my other tanks and put it in there.
No, diatoms, not hair algae. You need to get yourself some fluconazole, brah.
I have the green hair algae on my dry rock.
So, ever since I added the Chaeto to the Fowler tank and to the frag tank, there's no more hair algae. I've still got a little bit of, I think it's green cyano. I think that's a thing, right?
You tell us. You're the official spokesman giving people advice.
Bro, I'm not the spokesman. You might want to go check the description of this here video.
Oh, you just go check then.
Go check
Friday, you ain't got nothing to do. Build that stand.
All I see is your armpit. That's all I see.
In the description?
The description.
Read the description to everyone, Billy. Read it out loud to the class.
Special guest Billy Pipes, you're a dick. No drama catching up with friends and Tank Dog.
Right? That was just for you, buddy. You know what I mean? Just saying.
Do I hear someone playing Black Ops 2 Zombies?
Yeah.
Who's playing?
I'd be willing to bet that it's Murphy.
Actually, it's Rabbit.
Is it?
Dude, tell me you play. What do you play on Xbox or PlayStation 4?
Well, I'm at my office playing on the PlayStation 3 that we have here.
Oh, man, I am so jealous. I just took my Xbox One down because nobody ever played zombies.
So, Billy, here's the thing that I want to know. You do know that I have an Xbox, so why haven't you ever asked me for my gamer tag so we could play together?
Because I only play Call of Duty 4 or Black Ops 2.
So, all that would take is a simple trip to GameStop and for you to put the game in the mail for me. No, literally, all it would take is for me to go to GameStop and pick one of those up. I'm sure a copy's like $10 or $15. Like, all you gotta do is say something.
Mine's O Murphy on Xbox.
Mine is
nobody ever plays though. That's the thing.
Mine is S187 Ace. So
I don't even have
197. Sorry,
Grim Reaper 187.
I don't even have a Xbox Live account anymore.
Yeah, I don't have live like active, but that would just take a $15 card. So you know,
Yeah.
or I could call up Xbox and bitch them out and get it 3 months for free. That's like an hour of my day.
I just disconnected mine yesterday, boxed it up, and I'm ready to sell it.
Go,
Billy. That's what quitters say.
Well, I originally had bought the Xbox because I was going to sell my Reef tank.
Yeah, he did.
I know, but you totally have time.
I can have one or the other. I'm too busy to have only. I'm too busy to have two.
You're too busy to spend 30 minutes to an hour of day playing Xbox with me and Murphy.
It takes 30 minutes just to get into a lobby.
Yeah.
Not if you set up a private lobby.
I'm the 8-hour kind of guy once I get going.
I can't
just play.
Billy,
like a round of zombies for me is like 4 hours.
Billy is a responsible adult, so I hope you heard Jen laughing in the background.
I mean, I can't lie. I had about a year lost of life from playing Xbox.
I had about 3. I used to go to Texas to play it.
Well, I was just being generous and saying 1, but it was probably more like 3 or 4.
I mean, I was MLG when Forza 4 was a popular thing before 5, 6, and 7 came out. Just saying.
I only played Call of Duty and Black Ops. That's all I ever played. Nothing else.
I was ranked number 2 in the world on Forza.
Jeez, here we go.
At least a year.
Here we go.
Look, okay. What I want you to do is you
were ranked number 2, and you were in a onesie lobby.
No, I'm talking about for the whole entire game, not just for a lobby. I want you to go to Google right now, type in "Heavy Hooligans Forza 4" and see what pops up.
Don't they like make you travel when you're top ranking like that?
What's it called? Heavy what?
Heavy Hooligans.
How did you spell hooligans?
HOOLIANG.
That's hooligan. That's hooligans.
Did you not hear the G that I break up?
Okay, Heavy Hooligans, what?
Heavy Hooligans Forza 4. There should still be a couple of threads on some of the forums that should pop right up.
Okay, let's see.
I haven't looked it up in about 3 years, but it was a thing.
And then what am I supposed to be looking at?
One of my favorite threads was about how me and the 3 guys that I drifted with were a force to be reckoned with in any lobby.
What was your gamer tag or your name?
At that time was S13 Ace. Like S13 ACE.
He's not.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not.
Get out of there.
It's showing absolutely no. Yeah. Did not match any documents. So yeah, you were a nobody.
Yeah. Keep saying what you want. I'm looking it up right now. If I can find that.
Oh, that's a car. That's a car racing game, dude. Are you kidding me?
Yes, it is.
Nobody takes those games serious.
All right.
There we go. Don't forget who you're talking to. This is a special guest. You got to be nice to your special guest and say yes, sir.
I'm kind of mad because like it used to be a picture of me and my boys, like would be the first thing on Google Images. You click on that and it would take you straight to the forum thread. But then again, I haven't been a part of it for since like 2011, I want to say.
I'm scared now that I have a Medusa worm.
Is that what it is? Did you ID it right?
No, well, I haven't ID'd it properly, but
Hold on a second.
Like, I didn't see the actual worm itself. I only seen like the tentacles sticking out of the rock. And it was almost like it was like going down to the substrate. You know? Ugh. So creepy. Like, I want it out. Whatever it is, I don't care what it is. I just want it out.
Got some nice live rock.
And like, why do people buy them?
What, live rock?
Yeah, no, Medusa worms. Like, I just found one that you can buy. It's $27 on Fishy Business. Why? Like, why? Why would people want to buy that?
They're kind of cool. I bought one something like that one time. It had like all these things that went out of the front of it and it swam around the tank a little bit. But I think they're in the sea cucumber family, right?
I don't know.
Not 100. Sounds.
So if they clean substrate, it'd probably be all right. I don't know. I've never had one big one in there.
But would it like, do they have the potential to like eat fish and stuff, or what?
I don't think Medusa worms do. I think bobbit worms could potentially, but they got to get pretty big, I think. What was that one that you had last night, Billy? It was called
I don't remember the name of it. It was a weird ass name.
P something. Picoke
or Paloki or so. I freaking forget. Panoki. Pachoki.
Okay. It's not. It's definitely not a bobbit worm.
Pachoke. Let me see. It might be on my fucking Google search on my phone.
Well, let me know what it's called so I can. Oh no, Dave. It's like, it was when I lifted the rock. It was like hanging out. So disgusting. Like, I don't want it in there at all. I'm like ready just to take the freaking rock out of my tank. But then I'm worried about that they've already like procreated and like have spawns everywhere. On a side note though, I have some good pod populations, like epic. Okay?
Good.
Yeah.
2013. That was 5 years. Yeah, so 5 years ago. I was just looking at my old stats on the football team.
Why is everyone so quiet right now? You're all so boring.
I think everybody's researching something. Probably.
I'm looking at Medusa worms for.
Right? Like, they're so disgusting.
How is everyone?
There's a thing called a peanut worm.
Peanut worm, okay.
Good, Rabbit. How are you?
I've been better, man. I've had a hell of a week. I moved. That happened. Yeah, well, my wife. So it all started. My wife. Someone broke in our house and robbed my wife.
What?
Early last week. Yeah. They got our debit cards and about $200 cash.
Did they bring it back?
No. That would have been nice.
Oh my god.
But no, so we ended up making the decision to just go ahead and move, get out of the neighborhood we were in, because it's just been slowly going downhill over the last 6 months or so. So I've been busy doing that and everything. The tank made the move okay, though. So that's a plus. I got my cyano problem taken care of. So
I'm so sorry that your wife had to go through that. Like, that's terrifying.
Yeah. She was shaken up. The worst part about it was where the kids were there.
Yeah.
So,
German.
I mean, it sucks, but
sorry, German Shepherd.
No, I'm with you there, 100% Fishy.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. How's everybody doing? I'm sorry about that happening. That's got to be horrible.
What up, Fishy?
Hey, Dave. I didn't even see you sneak in here.
I came in to talk about Medusa worms, but the subject's changed too quick. I had one. It was my first YouTube video about reef tanks. Was my Medusa worm.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back and watch it.
If you want to try and flush them out, get a can of club soda and pour it over the live rock. Somebody's got to hold the rock over a bucket.
Okay.
The club soda, the bubbles will rush them right out of the rock. It freaks them out. But be careful. It could be, several inches or feet long.
Oh my god.
But yeah, they're nothing to worry about. They're a good filter feeder, and the only thing is if they get really large, they are like sea cucumbers, and they can nuke your system if they go through like a propeller or something.
Okay.
They do have toxins that protect them from predators. So that's it. You can move on now. That's all I got.
Hey, Dave. I just wanted to say thanks for stopping by, man. Like I haven't seen you in a while. I meant to join your stream the other night when I was driving home last week. And when we stopped, I went to join, and you had just ended it like 12 minutes prior. I was gonna stop and say hey to everybody, give an update on where we were.
I figure 1 o'clock's a good limit for me.
Oh yeah, for sure.
1 a.m.
Hey, John, I'm really sorry. I didn't even realize I wasn't subscribed to your channel. I apologize. I really do.
$5 when you see them.
Who were you not subscribed to?
I was not subscribed to you.
What?
I just subscribed to you.
It's all good, homie. I ain't mad at you.
At least I'm being honest.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I appreciate. I mean, I would have got the notification eventually. You probably would have got it. What are you doing, man?
Get one now, but I'm like, what the hell? I'm not subscribed to this guy.
It's all good, man. It's all good. I mean, I got to meet you in real life. Like that's more important than any social media outlet.
Yeah, I know, but still, just pissed me off that I didn't. Because you changed your name. That was the problem.
Okay. Okay. You didn't get the memo when that one happened.
Yeah, whatever.
Big day tomorrow, Dave. Big day.
Oh, I know. Lily, you coming down? You coming down tomorrow, Lily, for lunch?
No.
No, why not?
I know. I promise you guys, once I get my friggin' passport and everything, round trip. I'm telling you.
You could meet like 5 YouTube legends in one building.
I know.
And Fishy will be there too.
You guys are legends.
Just play it, Fishy. You know I love you.
It's all right.
Oh, Fishy, you know what? I got to send you a link to a hangout that's going to be going down in October.
All right.
Once I send you a link to this guy's latest update.
Billy's like my what should I say? He's like my worst, not my worst enemy, like my devil's advocate. He's like, John, you know,
a crack dealer.
I just want to let you know, you don't have to come, but I just want to let you know I'm going to be going here tomorrow. Yeah, thanks. Now I'm twitching.
And then I'll get a text message or I'll get a phone call. I'll be like, all right, you're leaving at noon still, right? All right, fuck it, I'm coming. I just want to look. I ain't getting nothing. And then he'll be like, and I'll see him handing over hundreds. And I'm like, yep, Fishy got another one.
If it's the same place I'm thinking of, you better come.
He's going to see that video, Pat, and he's going to go, whoa.
What now? Another one?
You'll see. You'll see. You'll see. It's a 9-hour drive, though.
Oh, you're talking about lazies. I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
You're in? All right, I'm driving to Fishy's house. I'm going to...
Yo, Lazy just posted a video.
Oh, that's the video I'm talking about.
That's the confirmation that Billy's going
lined up for miles.
Did you see that video?
Yes, I did. And I'm the only one that commented on it from what I saw.
I always comment, but he never comments back.
Nah, that's all right. You know, I'm used to that too.
Lisa, I bought a peanut worm on purpose.
Okay, well, I actually just took a picture. Well, I found it on the internet. I'm going to share it in Google Hangout. And it's the tentacles on this look identical to what I seen.
Okay.
And peanut worms still, like, I don't want it in my tank.
I bought one on purpose. There's one in the base of my walking dendro. That's how he walks.
That's a peanut worm. You're good.
That's called live rock.
Yeah.
I told her that. I said, you got live rock, right? And she goes, yeah. And I go, yeah, well, now you know.
Oh, I cherish every little critter I get till it eats something.
I'm bringing that overflow, Dave. I remembered it this time.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was telling me how cool it was that they make that. And I was like, yeah, you gave it to me, and I gave it to Billy.
Yeah.
Seen it.
He's beat.
Yeah.
And I'm bringing you, I don't know, maybe like, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 of these Ocean Wonder frag discs that I'll never use. So.
Oh, I love frag discs because I'm always giving them away when I give birds stuff out.
Yep. So here, give me those.
That's why whoever wants Pally's getting them on Rebel Rock.
I'd rather things on Rebel Rock than freaking those big fat discs.
I know, you can glue the Rebel Rock right in and it looks right.
I agree.
Yeah, that's the way I am. I'm preferable to either no disc or Rebel Rock.
Depends what it is, you know.
So Pat and I have agreed I'm doing a change to my tank.
Oh, yeah?
I'm taking out the Coral Plus. I'm going to be running 2 Blue Plus, 2 Actinic, 1 Reef Bright.
Sounds blue. Sounds very blue.
Isn't that all they need, really, to grow is blue light?
Oh, yeah. That's all they need.
Yeah.
Blue Plus and Actinic is like all they need. But
so why not
for filming? It's bad.
Why not Coral Plus and Blue Plus?
Because I've done that before.
You didn't like how blue that was?
It wasn't blue at all.
Say again?
It was not blue at all.
Coral Plus almost goes into the red spectrum.
Yeah. If you have ATI Blue Plus and ATI Actinic only, or I'm sorry, ATI Blue Plus and ATI Coral Plus, it's a white tank. I ran it for 2 years. If you look at my old videos, all my euphilia were see-through, and everything else was doing fine, but the whole tank, you could see it was pure white.
Right.
So
I got a blue tang running around in my tank now. I let him out of the box tonight. I released Kraken. Purple tang.
Yeah. Is bullying anyone yet?
Nah, the lights were out. The yellow tang was like hiding in his rock. For all I know, there's World War II going on in there right now. But
damn it! I just tried to pump alkalinity one-handed, and I just freaking spooged on myself.
Oh, man, get that stuff off.
When you say blue tang, do you mean Pacific or Hippo?
What's the difference?
Purple. He's a purple tang with yellow fins.
Okay, so you got
looks like a yellow tang, but he's all purple.
Yeah, I got you.
Spots. I got him for $5, John.
Yeah, those are nice fish.
Yeah,
and you paid $5 for it.
I paid $5. What's up?
Dave, if he doesn't work out tank, I will double your money and I will drive up there next weekend. You let me.
He's got a tuna top though. You see him?
What happened?
Your picture on Instagram. He's got a tuna top.
Yeah.
His top fin's got like a tuna.
Yeah, I didn't understand that, but
on the ground.
I understand.
Hold on, let me
He's
go.
damaged. Somebody brought him to the LFS. Said he's getting his ass kicked in my tank.
Yeah.
And I want him to go to a good home. The LFS said, "Hey, here you go." He was in the damsel tank.
Right.
I said, is that fish $5? They go, for you, he is. If you give him a good home.
See what happens when you ask somebody for something for $5? Sometimes it happens, and you're like,
no, but you gotta be somebody. He said, "For you, it is." For you, he would have said 55.
That's right.
You know how many times I ask somebody, "Hey, is that $5?" And they're like, "For you, it's free."
That doesn't count for blowjobs from a crackhead, John. What? Look at it taking his head.
You need O if you want somebody to do the what. O's got the best.
Why am I not following you?
Fishy, that looks really nice.
What's happening?
That does. Those Java ferns look great.
No, I am following you. Okay, well, why didn't I get them? I didn't get a message you put new pictures up there.
Dude, I don't know. I look on Instagram. I don't get messages if people put stuff up.
Right.
I look on there. If you're in the first two flips of the page, I see.
Right. Yeah. Same.
You know what was bugging me out? I didn't know that people make money off of Instagram as well.
How do they make money?
Dude, like people like Beyonce, if she posts one picture, she gets.
That's from her sponsors.
I don't know. I didn't realize that if you have 100,000 subscribers or more, you could make anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 a month, depending on your likes and views.
Wow.
I didn't know that.
But you gotta be sponsored by Instagram.
Oh, maybe. Okay, I don't know. I just.
And have a few hit songs and a killer body. Doesn't hurt.
Right? Like a few million #1 hits.
Dave, I hate to change the subject, but Dave, for real, let me know if he doesn't work out, dude. I'll give you a lot more than $5 for him.
Oh my God, John.
I'm serious. He's awesome. I'm looking at him on Instagram right now.
It's just a
on the bright side, he'll have plenty of hair algae to nip at in John's tank.
He'll have plenty of what? I didn't hear what you said, Rabbit.
I said on the bright side, he'll have plenty of hair algae to nip at in your tank.
Yeah. I think he did hear you.
No, see, for me, Billy, it's not just a fish. It's that's one of the like 6 fish that I want that I can't find in my area, and people can't order in my area for whatever reason.
What?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Dave, you're getting my big, huge Signalaria leather as well.
I can't.
Huh? What's it gonna look like? I don't care.
It's green.
Oh, I just chopped up the one O gave me, so bring it.
These are the expensive leathers, though.
Okay.
Yep. I know you don't like green, but you did say green SPS, not green soft corals.
Yeah, 55 is going to be whatever happens, tank.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
It's going to be full of freaking pallies in 6 months. It's just going to be gold. Stop yawning, Lily. I got up at 6. I don't want to see nobody yawning.
I see that. Can a Ghani? Does a Ghani sting?
You got up when, Fishy?
2:30.
Oh, that's silly. I told my boss if I leave my house before 6, I get night work.
But I'm not complaining. You are.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you did there. I see what you did there, Fishy.
That's all right.
I got you tomorrow. Don't worry.
Nice to
I'm gonna leave the restaurant. I'll be like, Gramps got it in there.
Hey Dave, does a Ghanipora or a flower pot sting at all?
I don't think so.
Can you see that one in the back?
Yeah.
Like super.
Is that a Ghani?
Yeah.
He retracts into that. He retracts into like a rock, or no?
Yeah.
All right. He's a Ghani. I got a big green one.
This is the new guy a new seller online that me to do an unboxing and what whole thing? What today?
Fishy, any Dragon's Breath marine algae? Or you don't want to turn shit in saltwater?
What's that? I don't want to what?
Do you want any Dragon's Breath marine algae, macroalgae?
I don't think so.
I don't think you want to cut anything in your saltwater tank. So
I gotta really be starting to be picky what I'm gonna really buy now, because I haven't even included any of the frags from Reef and Palooza yet on the rocks.
Right.
I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret here. I had a hair algae problem, which was driving me insane.
Yeah.
And I would pull as much as I can out every week with a little water change. But when you pull it, you're just tearing it, and you're really not getting it. I had 1 or 2 rocks I could take out, because I really can't take out a lot of my rocks.
Right.
But the 1 or 2 rocks I could take out, I scrubbed with a little toothbrush type of gizmo I had. And, I was talking to Billy when we were searching out new stores there, and Billy was like, "Try that stuff." I think Dave did a video on it, Fluconza. So I went home, I did a little homework.
Fluconazole.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
But you used the flux, right?
I used the reflux. Let me tell you, I'm a big fan. I don't think I have. I'm waiting another week. I don't have a drop of. Well, let me back up a little bit. I didn't have a really crazy bad breakout of hair algae, but it was getting on my nerves. So I was like, I got to jump on this before it gets bad. So I ordered this reflux, which previously was called, I think, Algae Buster or something like that.
Okay.
And dude, this stuff is kicking ass, man. I'm a.
All right, big water changes, Fishy.
Yeah. They said run it for 3 weeks. That's my issue. I'm worried about, should I do a water change now, or should I wait to 3 weeks, like I said? But I'm not using it like for a fish medication.
Right. You got to watch, because fluconazole is a fish medication, and when they send you the tablets from a fish place, they're sending you instructions for the medication, not for algae control.
I know. So you think I mean, it looks great now. I don't see anything. Should I jump on it now?
If you don't see any of the roots, do a big water change because you don't want all those nutrients died and went back in your tank. When the hair algae died, it dumped all those nutrients back in your tank, so they're still in there,
right,
waiting for something else to grow and eat them, like cyano or dino.
No, I get you.
Yeah, big water change. Get some clean water in there and get most of that chemical out. Is that
so? You think I should not wait another week, even though I don't see anything, or just?
How long's it been running?
2 weeks.
2 weeks is fluconazole for algae control. When you use the pills, it's a 2-week thing and then a water change. So yeah, you might want to do that tomorrow night.
Yeah. All right. No. Yeah. All right. Good. No. All right. That's what I was a little confused of. I was gonna wait another week, to be honest with you.
If it's all gone, get the freaking nutrients out of there.
All right. All right.
And run a little carbon too if you got.
No, I do. I took that out.
Yeah, but put it back in now. Now it's time to absorb the chemicals.
Because they say to take all that stuff out.
Right. You got a skimmer, Fishy?
No, I mean I have one, but
you don't like.
You know what? I'm going to add Purigen. They say Purigen will take it all out.
Okay, I like Chemi Pure Blue for that kind of stuff.
Well, that's what I run.
Right.
So I'll put one of them. I'll do a good 50% water change. I'll run that, and I'll even put a pack of Purigen in that I have.
Did you see what happened to Travis at Reefapalooza with the cardboard top on the tank?
No.
Well, he got brand new tanks, right? Billy had picked up the brand new tanks. So they had cardboard tops on them. So for some reason, Travis insisted on putting this cardboard top on the Reef tank Friday night and going home.
Okay.
Well, the moisture got to it or somebody messed with it. When he came in, the cardboard was in the tank on Saturday morning. What'd they clear it up with, Billy?
I told him to go get Chemi Pure Blue.
And it cleared it right up.
No, I've been using Chemi Pure Blue since I run my lagoon.
Mm-hmm. See, that's all you need in that tank too is Chemi Pure Blue.
Yeah.
And that's it. You don't need a skimmer.
Yeah,
Soft corals.
I had the skimmer running. I'm just not. I didn't think. You know,
I may have a 100-gallon tank, but I'm in nano tanks. I know my nanos. Chemi Pure Blue.
Let me tell you, my little going right now. I mean, I'll show you guys. It's fucking looking awesome, man. I'm so happy right now.
Don't let me forget this is for Dave.
Even when I showed you guys though before, but you couldn't. I mean, I'm a little OCD.
Right.
A little.
You ain't gonna see it now. I gotta get that the light.
I didn't get a chance to build your stand, Fishy. The boss was there, so Sunday I have all day.
No, that's all right, Billy. I get it.
I'm doing Corian for Pat and a stand for you. I have all the measurements written down, so it's gonna literally take me 25 minutes. I'll have that all banged out.
Dave could use some scraps of plywood if you find some.
Damn, you should have. I should have. I knew I should have stocked because I'm bringing a van. I should have. But I'll have some. I'll swing by up there this week sometime.
I don't need it like now, but yeah.
Gotcha. Well, when you're ready, when you need some, you just say 3/4, half-inch, whatever.
Yeah, all of it.
All right. All those.
Truckload have you got? No. Yeah. There's a lot of things I want to do, but by the time I go to Home Depot, cut a sheet up, and the nice stuff's like $60 a sheet.
Yeah, ours is like $85 a sheet. Our cost.
Yep. I got a place in Garfield that's got that. Right. Cherry on one side and polyurethane on one side. It's crazy.
Yep. Do you want double shiny side or one sanded, one shiny?
Whatever is free. Because like I said, I'm going to build shelves out of it. They could be really nice shelves or they could be shitty shelves. What is that thing in front of the tank there? What is this we're looking at? Line lock, Fishy?
Who are you talking to me, Fishy? Dave?
Yeah, the other Fishy. Oh, right on the table in front of the fresh tank.
Tripod.
This?
What the hell are those?
I don't know. I thought
not those. The things next to it. They look like
it was the tripod. We thought you were messing around with anal beads or something.
Yeah. Oh God! man would think of that.
That's like for 3 guys.
Well, you never know what kind of kinky shit happens.
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys do out there in the Poconos, Fishy.
Come out here, you'll find out.
You got you got candle shops out there on every corner.
Yeah, I'll show you some trick or two. I'm not shy.
Champagne towers.
No, those things are gone.
Oh, good.
Seems like you know more about the Poconos than me.
Hey, I've been around.
Fishy, what kind of guppies are those, man?
Those are red grass guppies.
Red grass guppies. Those are sharp looking.
Yeah. I took them. I've had them for over a year or two. They actually grown from babies, so I just threw them in there just to get the tank going. I've been a guppy fan. You know what? Guppies are in my heart forever. Ever since I was a kid, those were my first fish. So I got a special place for them.
I feel you on that. I've had guppies. Those were my first fish as well. I'm actually looking at starting my daughter a little guppy tank. So
there you go. They're not $5 for them guppy tanks.
No.
They used to be.
I paid. I think it was $40 for a trio, which is 2 females and a male.
Sign me up.
Nice.
Yeah. No, there's a high end. It's amazing. You ain't getting these in your local fish store. So, and you know where they came from to make it a good story? They came from Puerto Rico.
Really?
2 days Puerto Rico at my house.
I might have to try to find some of those at some point.
The Barrows.
I like them. What's in the tank now is all males.
Yeah, they look.
The Barrow House, right, Dave? The Barrow House.
Yep.
You can look at their menu online, hon. They only serve brunch tomorrow. Yeah.
There's a diner next to Absolute if you're still hungry. They changed. They sold the Fireside after all those years, man. It's now a Maplewood Diner or something. So Lily's not coming. How about Sammy? Is Sammy coming down tomorrow?
No.
Oh, jeez. You guys are boring.
I know. We need our damn passport.
Sammy's still honeymooning. What are you talking about?
Well, how about a honeymoon in New York City?
Go to the Poconos. It's cheaper.
Hey, Pat, do you have a promo code for Lazies?
Yeah.
Was it the $25 off?
Yeah, whatever it was.
You still have it?
Yeah.
All right, I might need you to email it or text it to me or whatever. I know I had one still left. I think. I don't remember if somebody used it or not.
You making an order, Billy?
No, it's for somebody else.
Oh, okay.
So, Billy, are we planning a road trip, Billy?
Yeah, for October 27th.
Nice.
Yeah, you guys are planning a road trip to Canada, Toronto.
Hey guys,
I want to go somewhere fun and tropical.
Are we staying overnight?
Barrow House. The Barrow House.
Did you say?
ROW.
BARROW. Links
Billy,
in the video.
we sleeping at Pat's house?
No, I'm sleeping in the bed of your truck.
All right. I don't think my bed's big enough.
Pat's going to throw a mattress under that 120 stand.
I'm going to be outside working on my stand. I've shared controls with Lisa, Dave, and Pat.
Oh, better behave.
Yeah, well, I'm going to be outside. I've got my phone out there. I can hear you guys. I'll be in the chats while I'm working, but you guys know the thing. You know the rules. There isn't really no rules, but listen to Dave, Pat, and Lisa, please, guys.
Where the hell is my? I hate my old email. Sucks.
I don't know what promo codes, which ones work and which ones are. But yeah, If you guys want to come down on the 27th, he's closing up shop to the public and making it like for YouTubers. So
Pat Palooza.
Nah, don't call it that.
All right.
We'll call Pat Loser. Pat Loser.
No, we'll call it Lazy Pets. Because we're all going to see Pat at Lazy's.
Dave, you're more than welcome to come here, park your car, and then we'll go from here.
Yeah, I don't think my car will make it to Pat's.
Yeah.
I might have to leave it there and take a plane home. He's tired.
No money for frags in that budget.
No. What it means is I should be buying a car and not getting any more shit for my tank. But that's no fun.
Yeah, right. That's no fun.
I was at that same point.
Responsibility. Who needs it?
I was at that same point last summer. The frame on my truck broke.
Oh, jeez.
It was cracked.
What the hell is that?
Oh, somebody got some theme music going.
That was right after Murphy said, my frame on my truck broke. Wah, wah, wah.
That sounds like something Billy's rocking.
I don't know what the heck that is.
It's my phone.
Oh. That's a player.
Got
That's a baby making ringtone.
He's half naked over there, too.
He's ready.
Dave, how you making out with this freaking weather, man?
Can't find the fucking promo code.
Oh, where it's incredibly hot and then there's thunderstorm and downpour comes out of nowhere?
Dude, in the last 2 weeks, me and Dave and Billy have got over 6.5 inches of rain.
The tomato plants in my garden are shooting out forward. They're not even going up anymore.
It's just crazy weather.
The garage hits them in the side, knocks them down. And I got to pick the damn tomatoes because, you know, too much water.
Yeah.
They'll split.
I can't find the old emails from Brian.
I wish coral grew like tomato plants. I really do. 'Cause I got some green slimers in the yard.
You fry them suckers up, man.
Yeah.
You know what's nice about John doing a live stream like this is that we ain't getting no trolls, no bullshit.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. Yeah, I didn't know. I like it. John's the new stream king.
That's right. Hey, Unlucky, you might as well come in the live stream. You're the only one in the chat. You and Loki. Let's get Loki in here. I think Loki got to get in a live stream.
Yeah, who's Loki?
AL.
I don't think
that's Thor's brother.
Loki. I get it.
Fishy, I already forgot. What'd you say those guys were again? I'm going to write this down so I can look for them.
Okay. Red grass guppies.
Red grass guppies. I was thinking something like red tail guppies or something like that.
You know what's crazy? I really, when I ordered them, I ordered bluegrass guppies, and he sent me 2 of these extra guys, red grass guppies, which when I was preparing my tank, it was just for bluegrass. That's what I always wanted. And I found a guy who could sell them to me. So he said, and the red grass is just taking off. So go figure.
So, John, are they from Puerto Rico, or you just got them?
Yeah, no, they're from Puerto Rico. I got them right before that big hurricane hit over there. The guy, his whole farm got wiped out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. I was thinking about ordering some new ones. Then I the little tank I had these guys in were getting too crazy because the females were jumping out because the males harass them like crazy. So you need a lot of females. That's the problem.
Yeah.
And so I just put all the males in here and they're just chilling and they're getting no sex.
Drop one female in there, she'll be dead.
Yeah,
I can relate.
She'd jump out. Yeah, I'll show you guys the tank where I got all the little babies and stuff. Hold on. I'm like,
that's the good thing about guppies, though, man.
I love guppies.
You never run out of them.
Anybody said guppies are so underrated, man. They've got a bad name.
I have a tank full of guppies.
That's why
they're personable little fish.
That's why I put mollies in the saltwater tank. They're like big guppies.
Yeah.
I don't know. If
is your frag tank empty, Fishy?
This is my little frag.
Oh, it's empty.
Yeah.
You've been busy.
I sold a lot of stuff, man. Prolific Breed hooked me up.
Oh yeah, he's cool. He's been live streaming
a really nice
bit.
guy.
Oh, yeah. Good videos.
Those are the bluegrass guppies.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Oh
what are those plants?
These are Busa philandicers, and they grow just like Java ferns, but just on rock.
Huh.
You can't plant them in the substrate. These are really popular right now and very hard to get.
They got rhizomes. Oh yeah, I can see it.
Yep, really. And there's a mini version that's what I got here that people are really after. So
that's cool.
I'm not really willing to part with these.
You really like that substrate. I see it in all your tanks.
Is that's that fluval?
No, this is Brightwell's aquatic substrate. Believe it or not.
ADA.
Oh.
You know what? I used to use ADA, but I really like this stuff.
Looks like Tidy Cat though, bro. My son uses stuff in a litter box made of walnuts for the cat. It's made out of ground up walnuts.
My Bloody Mary shrimp tank. This thing is full of moss. God, I gotta trim this thing down.
Yeah, you don't want any red planet or dragon's breath algae then. Then you'll be like, God damn, now I gotta cut shit in my saltwater tank.
Yeah, this has gotten adequate. I'm really trying to make things simple. I can't handle what I got, I'll be honest with you. I'm fighting to this. I actually like in the saltwater tank, man. That tank is one of my easiest tanks. I'm not gonna lie.
Yep, and it's good that you got on the hair algae because that'll choke out some zoos quick.
No, that's exactly what we're starting doing. I seen some zoos weren't opening, Dave.
Yeah.
And that reflux, fucking, I am so happy I stumbled and I saw a lot of good reviews, but there were a couple few ones that were like, But you know what? I went with the majority, and you know what? I'm sold.
Right. There's so many types of green hair algae, and it doesn't work on all of them. Really, what it works on is the bryopsis, because there's really no way around bryopsis. You can try, but it takes months to get rid of. And then the fluconazole came out like the magic pill. So then people started trying it on green hair algae, and on some of the green hair algae, it knocks it right out. But on others, it just keeps going strong. I think it's like a turf algae that it doesn't even care about it.
Yeah, I was so happy that I tried that. You know what? And I like me and Billy were talking. I had nothing to lose. It's a fish medication, so it can't hurt nothing.
Right.
So I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'm doing it. You know, and it was the best thing I did, man. Because I was at the point where I was going to either have to destroy some of the zoas to pull it off.
And it's getting in there with tweezers.
Yeah, and you know, I don't know, like certain tweezers just don't grab. And like I said, you're just ripping it off, but you're not getting the roots. So I'm so happy with this stuff, man. I wish I would have made a video, to be honest with you. I mean, I still could. Just saying, people, like, give it a try. You've got nothing to lose, because it does work, man.
Well, if you've got any video of the algae, then you can make a video.
I don't have nothing. I mean, it's almost all gone.
You were embarrassed. You were embarrassed. You weren't taking any video while it was.
I just don't have any now.
Right.
I mean, I didn't have a lot. Like I would, like every time I did a water change, I would pull what I could out. But you're just ripping it. You're not getting it. So you know, I don't have a big tank. Like I said, Billy, I got to get on this before it gets even worse. So, and this stuff, thank God for Billy. He told me this. Shout out to Billy, man. And he said, then I found reflux on my own. And Billy's like, I never heard of it, blah, blah, blah. So I did a little research, and people were really liking it.
Right. What's up, Jay?
It's basically the same thing.
Jay Carey, Mike the Reefer.
Jay Carey in the house. T5 Reef Break.
He said, nice JDA.
Yeah.
Dave, you been to the store, Absolute Fish, this week?
Yeah, I stopped in yesterday. I had a day off. I also stopped by the Barrel House. I said, you know what? 5 people were coming Friday, but it could be over 20. They said, no problem. No problem. We'll fit you in somewhere.
I'm hoping. I want to beat 18.
Yep. I don't know, because Bronx Reefer, I think on my last live stream, I looked back at it and I was watching the chat, and he says he wouldn't be able to come.
Yeah, I saw that.
Also,
Fishy asked me how many people were coming, and I said, I don't know. He said, all you need is the Fishy man.
What's your hair? Come here. What's your hair?
What you talking about?
What about the Fishy man?
When I said, you asked me who's going, and I said, I don't know, and you said, all you need is the Fishy, all you need is the snowman.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'll be there, definitely. I already talked to the wife. She says, what time are you leaving tomorrow? I said, I don't know, about 10:30.
You're not allowed to go to Reefco until September 1st.
All right. I'm all right with that. I really hope I'm picking up some fish. I think part of my problem a little bit with my tank is I need a little more bio load. I only got 1 fish in there right now, and I got to get that damn peppermint shrimp out of there. But I don't see him doing anything, but I got to get him out. I'm not happy with him in there.
Why are you worried about him?
I don't know.
Peppermint shrimp plus Zoas?
Yeah.
I haven't had a problem. I had a problem with stylos. But, Fishy, if you just put the net in there with some pellet food in the net, that's
Dave,
mine.
I know you told me that. I've been trying that.
That was like a 5 a.m. I got to bring him to O's, and we're working in Brooklyn today. I just stuck the net in there with pellets. He jumped right in. I was like, you dumb bastard.
I got to starve that bastard first. That's what I got to do. He's come close. I'm not going to lie. But he's slick, I got to say.
I got something that'll get him. I'll bring it.
All right.
You get the chalk bass spear.
Trident, always ready for somebody, whoever needs it.
I sent him a picture yesterday, a text message. I said, I got you a fish today. It's a chalk bass, $20 on the tank.
Well, I got some good feedback from the lid company. He's like, I told him I've been thinking about another lid, and he's like, I'll hook you up next time. I don't know what that means, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Dude, I really like that lid. That lid is sharp.
Thank you, man. Thank you. That was my idea, man. I mean, you know, you know what I really like? You know, you call these companies, nobody wants to do what you're thinking. But they're a newer company.
That's what you got to find.
Yeah, and they really were on the phone with me, and that was hot, man. You know what? But it is. I mean, it's a great idea.
Yeah.
Did you give him dinner, hon?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, Fishy. I'd never thought about going with the kind of colored thing that you have going on there. That's kind of nice.
Yeah, I like it. This is me. I like, it's not just about. I see a lot of people doing these wire managers and the controllers and everything. Nice. I just like. It's almost like I'm not into the cars no more because I'm older. But I'm into fish tanks, so I just like making the whole thing look nice. I like that. It's just me.
Right.
You gotta tell me what store that is. I want to check that out. I want to see what else they got in there.
Well, I'm probably gonna look at them to do a lid for my new tank at the end of the year, which I've made a decision on what I'm going with and everything like that. I just gotta get it done.
What tank's that?
I'm going with a water box 130.
Those water box tanks, I'm telling you, I'm a fan on those, man.
Yeah, man.
They are nice tanks, man. From what I'm seeing, they are really made nice.
Yeah, where'd Pat go?
Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and drop the 1800 for the 130.4, nice. And I'm gonna do it.
They're nice tanks, man. I mean, I see all these tanks like make commercials or whatever you want post on the internet, social media and all that. But I got a good look at these tanks at Reefing in New York, and I was like, wow, these are really nice, man.
They are. They're Red Sea
nice.
At a price tag.
They're not that bad compared to the other record. They're not that bad compared to everybody else, man. They're right up there with everybody else. And you know what? The quality of them might be a little better compared price-wise.
They look a little better to me than the Red Sea tanks. I don't know. I just think they look a little sharper.
Like when it comes to the back wall, like the all-in-ones. I mean, I just got a little Pico. I'm setting up. I'll be doing some videos on it when I get a chance.
Hey, John, mute that cricket. Salty John said he was outside. It's like a cricket sitting on his phone.
I hear it.
I think that's me, guys.
Oh, okay.
But I think the water box tanks are really nice. I mean, you know what? They are really gonna. If anybody knows.
Yeah, rabbit. You got to kill all the insects in your vicinity.
We're sending Nat
Let's see if I can get the hell away from him. There we go.
We're gonna send Nat to your house. Nat King.
That better?
Yeah.
Now you got a frog.
Right, Billy? We can send Nat over there. He'll take care of all of it.
There we go.
Miss Risa said she was looking for a ride. So Bella should still be a go.
But yeah, I finally made the decision and talked the wife into letting me go with the water box. So I'm pretty excited about that. And I'm gonna cycle new. I'm just gonna keep my 30 nano up for the time being, and I'm gonna cycle the tank like a new tank, and then I'll switch my livestock over instead of just doing like a fast cycle on it.
Yeah, patience is key.
I like to fill up the new tank with new water and then switch a bucket every once in a while back and forth between the two systems. Because by the time you're ready to bring in the livestock, the water's identical.
Right.
You just move them over. I still feel like I'm sitting outside with the crickets.
Throw that thing a cheese ball, will you?
Some Alabama crickets, man. They're the size of birds.
Jiminy cricket. All right, yeah, we figured it. So, Sammy, where'd you go for the honeymoon, or was it a staycation?
Cricket's back.
We're not going until October.
Oh, you're going somewhere in October?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
St. Lucia.
Nice. Nice. Bring your sunscreen.
No, I don't burn.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You guys are from the Caribbean.
Yeah.
I was going to say, when I was in Jamaica, I seen some Canadians almost catch fire on the beach. Pretty hot out here, eh? And one just burst into flames.
Yeah, we're still trying to decide either 1 week or 2.
So long.
I've been there.
you can get a direct flight, it's okay. But if they're going to bounce you through a few airports, you might want to stay 2 weeks.
No, direct flight is only about 4.5 hours.
Right, that's what I mean.
I opened it. I don't want it to go bad.
But even when we go to St. Croix, they make us fly into Puerto Rico. And of course, the big plane comes in on one end of the airport, and then you have to like do the O.J. Simpson run to the other end to get on the little plane. Because I don't think a big plane can land in St. Croix. It's too small.
You guys ever tried to fly through Atlanta? That's a nightmare.
Never had the pleasure. Drove through.
Oh my God.
Drove through.
It's a nightmare to do anything in Atlanta.
Yeah. Nothing like walking from New York City. Came home from Long Island today. Spent about 2 hours on the Cross Bronx Expressway. What's that, about 10 miles, Fishy?
Something like that.
Yeah. I couldn't believe how long it took. We were just crawling.
It was just like quarter off.
You know, that was between 7:30 and 8:30. You know, it was like 7 to 8:30. We were on there. It's like all the traffic should have been done.
Me, Dave, Fishy, Snowman, RV. Yep. Right, Fishy? Right, Dave?
What's that?
Yeah, sure. Whatever Billy said.
Yeah, that's it.
I told Olivia that we're renting an RV and we're going to use it in October when we do the drive.
All right.
Okay.
I want to do that. I would love to just go RVing.
We'll put my wife on the roof.
Well, me and Billy, you're going to want us on the roof, smoking our brains out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I have to. We can't drive with Fishy then.
I'll just start smoking my cigars.
I don't think I've ever gone anywhere in the past 3 years where I didn't have to drive.
Yeah.
So we got to flip a quarter and see who's driving.
I'll drive the whole way.
I got no problem to drive.
Hammer time, baby.
Been about 5 years since my last flight for me. Last plane I was on, I came home from Afghanistan. So.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a flight. Get some oil on that door.
Dude, I need oil on this whole house.
Dude, furniture polish on the hinges.
Dude,
I figure if I leave the door all squeaky, the kids will never be able to sneak out when they get older.
There you go.
Little shot of furniture polish. Hit it with some pledge right on the hinges.
I mean, yeah, I should, right? It's so easy. I just take some freaking, just let the euphilia hang out over top of it and ooze all over it for a minute.
Just don't get the pledge on a hardwood floor. You'll never.
Oh, I used to love doing that to the cats. I would pledge the whole dining room floor and then tie a balloon to their tail and just let them go nuts. It was the best.
Yo, how do you come up with that shit?
Oh, dude, it was awesome, man. It was so much fun.
Takes a special person to come up with stuff like that.
Yep. I hated those cats. I would wake up every day and they'd be sitting on my lowrider outside, and I'd be like, okay.
Oh, no.
Yep. Then I took them to a place where we used to hang out. It was called 10-Ton Bridge. Loaded them all up. Took care of that.
Really?
Yeah. I was bad when I was a kid.
I was just about to say, Lisa's going to come for you if you keep talking like that.
Yeah, when she gets her passport.
Yeah.
I really need to do that.
I'm really scared.
Sure.
She's been known to break the law once or twice.
The border for that one?
Never.
Oh, I just realized. What, Pat went to bed?
No, he's on a phone call.
He's looking for a coupon for you, Billy.
And he's looking for the code too, yeah.
So are we getting a bus to go to Lazy's or what?
I don't know. I was thinking about like what, like I don't know how I would. I don't know how I would like get there.
Limousine.
Like I could drive, but like I think the most I've ever driven like recently was 5 hours.
Oh, you rookie.
I drove home from Myrtle Beach one stop. Well, we stopped for coffee a lot, but
Furthest I ever drove was to the UP of Michigan, 17 hours.
yeah, Upper Peninsula.
Yep, Upper Peninsula, awesome country, man.
I've heard. I've never been there.
See, like, what would we do? Would we do a 1-day trip, go there, and then come back?
Well, if we go there, we'd have to leave like fucking like midnight or after.
Yeah.
And we spend all day there and get up the next morning. It's a trek. I say, I mean, how far is it? 10 hours?
I think like 9.5 from me.
So you got to leave like, you know what? You got to leave like 6 in the morning or something like that, give or take. You know, you got to hang out when you get there at night. The next day you go fresh to this place and hang out, make a nice day. Then the next day you go home.
Yeah,
that's how it's got to be done.
All at home.
So you have to figure out when he's going to be open too, like when his lights come on and all that crap.
Right. That's why the best thing we do is like take your time getting there one day, early in the morning, maybe something to check out, maybe some another local fish store or something like that. Hang out. Pat will lead the way.
No, if I'm driving 9.5 hours, I'm only going to one place.
Well,
that is the LFS there.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Let's stop at every LFS on the way. Let's do it for like.
Yeah, I'm down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in with that.
With our really cool glasses, with our awesome orange glasses.
Billy,
everything that's not a Petco.
All the way. Come on.
We'll stop at everything that's not a Petco.
I love how those orange glasses are super exclusive. Yet I have 300 pairs that say Billy Pipes on YouTube on them.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. I will hopefully have those by September 1st.
Right.
I'll definitely have them by September 1st.
Those are super cool. I need a pair of those.
I got them.
Well,
in my fragging safety goggles. So don't get squirt by the zoas.
I got the Fritz ones, Dave.
You got to hook me up, Billy.
Oh yeah. Well, they'll definitely be here by the 1st.
All right.
Yep.
Good.
Same exact ones, same place they get them.
Still waiting for my Reefroids.
You found out where they get them from?
Oh yeah.
He always knew.
Yep.
Speaking of fragging, what's the best way to get green star polyps off of a rock to frag them?
Rock it and then chip the rock.
Yep.
Chip the rock. Okay.
Yeah, hit it with a chisel or something.
I like to work a hacksaw under it as much as I can and then just whack it with a little chisel and pop that piece right up. And then wherever it breaks, just run a razor blade down it so you don't rip them. But if you can get the skin to start pulling up, the purple mat, you can rip that right off and glue it to wherever you want. Back of your tank.
Oh, Salty John left.
That's not good.
Free stream.
If you that in here, YouTube ends.
That would be preferable if I could get them to peel up, because the rock that they're on, I don't really want to destroy it. But
well, if you want to save the GSP and put it somewhere else, put a frag plug next to it so that it grows on that plug. And then what you do is you pop that plug off. And the little trick that Dave taught me is I just cover the GSP with epoxy, and then 2-3 days later, whatever, pop the epoxy off. It'll be dead.
Yep. Or you could burn it with freaking laser beams.
Dave, you reminded me of Dad. He just wants to use that thing.
I've just had a problem with, my GSP has taken off, and so I've got it there's one particular spot where I like it. I put it there intentionally, but then it just spread out so much, and I'm trying to get rid of it from around so I don't have one huge giant rock of nothing but GSP.
Right. Well, you can take that rock that GSP's growing on and just push frag plugs all around it, and they'll hop right onto the frag plugs.
Okay.
If GSP can walk to something, if it can reach it and grow to it, it will. Blue clove polyps, on the other hand, are all over my tank. They don't care if the rock's nearby or not.
Yeah. Well, I have blue clove polyps too, and those guys aren't spreading much at all. Those were my first corals, and they're still pretty much contained to the frag plug I bought them on.
Wow. I put mine in the back, forgot about them, and they started popping up everywhere.
That's kind of the idea I had with those guys too, is let them kind of populate over the tank. Yep. And have like a mix of blue clove and green star polyps with like intermittent zoas and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But it didn't work out that way. Now I've just got a mass of green star polyps, the same original size frag of blue clove polyps, and then my zoas.
All right. So. All right, John. I'll drop you a link to your own stream.
At the rate it's going, I'm going to have nothing but green star polyps by the time it's over. So I want to get those guys taken care of and like either find somebody that needs GSP or is wanting some GSP and just be like, hey, you can have this, or like give it back to my LFS or something like that.
Yeah, well, that's what happened to me with the golden pallies. And I had to chip a lot of rock up to get them out of the tank. Even rocks that I did like, I just started chopping pieces of it up.
And it may come to that for me. Yep. But if I can avoid it at all, then that's preferable.
Right, but I've got this other rock that's almost like Pucani, so it's got a lot of holes and divots in it. And I got green star polyps growing out of what seems to be the center of that rock. There's no way to get them out of there.
Let's see. I bought that original green star polyps, and then I inherited another frag of green star polyps, which is completely isolated from anything else.
Right.
So, I mean, I've got an overload of green star polyps right now, and I'm wanting to get rid of some.
Hey, who's this guy? Who's this new guy?
What guy?
I don't know.
Me?
Okay.
I don't know what the hell happened. It wouldn't let me rejoin the Hangouts. As soon as you said in here and dropped me a link, I was like, does Dave know about this? It kept giving me the error code, like, you're not allowed to join the call. I'm like, it's my stream, fool.
I run Google now.
Right?
I'm smoking another butt and then going to lay down. I got to get up for Davey Palooza.
Davy Jones.
Pat says good night to everybody, by the way.
What?
Good night.
Yeah, Pat says good night to everybody.
Oh, good night, Pat.
Good night,
Pat.
Pat's going to bed. Night, Pat. Yeah, you got work tomorrow, buddy.
Sweet
dreams.
dreams.
Yeah, not work. You got to go to bed.
I'm right in the middle of a 24-hour shift.
24 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oofa.
I've been at work since 6 a.m. this morning, and it is now 10:07 p.m.
They won't let us work any more than 16.
I'm tired.
They don't want no more steam pipes blowing up.
Nope.
That's crazy.
And I don't want to be there when the steam pipes blow off either.
Nah. I bet you don't.
Did EDK say if he's going to go for sure or not yet?
He says he's trying to work it out. He's supposed to go house shopping tomorrow.
Oh, that's right.
So, got to sleep somewhere. Be cool to see him, though.
Sabello should be going. I should text him again tonight.
Yeah, remind him. Like I said, Miss Risa said she was going to go, but
Speaking of Miss Risa, where's she been? I haven't seen her in like 17 years. At least it feels like it.
wasn't feeling well for a little while, and
Okay.
and I think she wasn't that into her tank for some reason. I don't know what was going on with it.
Yeah. There's been some of that going around here lately, I think, to be honest.
Yeah, I just had that problem the past 2 days.
I've definitely had that problem.
I'd really like to know, like, if he's coming, because I have a bubble tip for her, and if Joe's coming, because the bubble coral. I mean, I'm not going to pack that stuff up and bring it thinking they may or may not come, you know? So it'd be good to know if Nano and Joe's coming.
Let me text Sabella and Nano.
Okay.
Yeah, ask Joe why the hell he's not in my stream. Tell him I'm offended and I need my.
He's a kid, man. He's a kid. He's out partying right now.
I need my snowflake shaped safety pin because he's not here.
What's up, TMG? TMG, you stopping by tomorrow? I do appreciate the fall myself. I like spring and fall. I think are my favorite months.
I agree with you, Dave.
Throw a light jacket in the car, you got it covered.
This is some nasty ass weather we're getting around here.
Well, I know this much. I would rather be hotter than two devils fucking on a wool sock than to be colder than a polar bear's nutsack. I'm just saying. You heard it here correctly.
I'd rather be comfortable. How's that?
There it is.
Preferably, yeah, preferably.
Well, I guess that gives us that gives us the, I guess that gives us the okay to like speak with vulgarity and extreme curse words.
He's not monetized. Go for it.
I use the F word. Get out of here. Yeah, it's a sentence filler.
Nano Joe said, "Yeah, I'll be there."
Okay, cool. I hope that thing ain't dead though. I told you I looked in there last night.
Yep.
It looked like bubble coral skeleton.
Well, that's what this. I hope you can bring us this freaking yellow acro back to life.
I got some zoas. I got some zoas that suffered after my chemiclean treatment.
Really?
Yeah. It's the only thing that changed. All my parameters were good. I don't remember right off the top of my head what they were, but all my parameters were good, and that's the only thing that's changed in the tank was just a chemiclean treatment. And then I did the water change, and they're suffering, man. My whammon watermelons. Like, it couldn't have been the Pandoras. Thank God it wasn't the dragon eyes or the eagle eyes.
Wow.
Did anybody see Jay Carey's video of that single zoa polyp he has?
I saw it. I saw it.
I didn't see it. When was it?
You know what that little polyp goes for?
Within the past couple days.
Yeah, I've been shitty at YouTube the last couple of days.
Really? You know what that goes for?
How much?
$3.99.
Oh my God.
What kind of zoanthid was this?
It was $400. Chimp the Reefer just said.
Yeah.
But could you imagine? But could you imagine putting that on a disc, and in a year, like if you have a zoa tank, and it's and when I say zoa tank, I mean a tank that grows zoas real fast. Like if you had one of those. No, I'm just saying. Like some people.
I know what you're saying.
Some people have certain tanks that grow certain things fast. But like putting that on a 4-inch disc and in a year it's covered.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You could sell them. You could sell them to vendors for $100 each, and you'll have like 100 of them.
Really think about these high-end zoas when you see them. That's what I'm thinking now. That's my new. If you can get your shit growing and you can grow those things, you're gonna make your money back.
If you can get them
and
growing,
then some.
still the flavor of the week. So
You know what?
Go?
Say you even buy the thing for $300-$400, right? Even if you sell it for $250, $300, when you grew the polyp, you're still ahead of the game. You just if you can get that thing to grow, like you said, and cover the disc, you're definitely ahead of the game.
Yep.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
just got to be in the mix of that.
And that's why I have this weird inkling that Fabias, okay, with this coral ban and all that crap, I have this weird feeling that Fabias are going to be like worth serious money.
I should get a Favia frag tank going.
That's what I've been wanting to do. Like Fabias, Zoas, not even Acans, like Fabias, Zoas. That's pretty much it.
I can only tell you guys from my year experience. That's how long I've been into reefing. Otherwise, it's been planted tanks. Zoas are a hot commodity at these frag swaps.
Yeah.
I mean, yep. I don't know what it is. Maybe
I think it's because it's the biggest variation.
Yeah, it's a hot item, man.
Like if you look at an acro, there's a couple dozen really awesome ones that people look for, or acans or mushrooms, but zoas there's probably at least 40 different zoas that are worth $200-$300 each, per polyp.
Wow. Yeah, it's crazy.
So you never know. Jake Carey grows that thing out, and he's got 30 on that little disc. He could sell that disc for $3,000.
I wonder if he dropped 300 on that or 300-400 on that.
He's got most of the stuff in his tank is ultra.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's got a little mix of everything, but he's got a lot of like pieces where he can do a 1 minute video on just a zoa polyp, and you're looking at it like the whole minute, and you're like, damn.
Okay.
Like, wait till you see the back room at Reefco.
Yeah, I didn't see that place, man.
Yeah.
Hey, is Reefco just coral, or they got fish and stuff?
They got a couple fish.
Yeah, nothing crazy though.
Okay.
Yeah, most of their fish though are captive bred.
Gotcha.
Not most, but he's got a good amount of them.
The young kid Chris at Absolute was asking because he doesn't know where it was, but he knows where Ocean Gallery is, and you said it's only a couple minutes down the road from there, right?
Yeah, 3 miles. Yep.
Right.
The owner of Reefco used to work at Absolute 10 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dave, you gotta show me that other place you're talking about.
All right. Maybe tomorrow, if I don't buy nothing,
No, definitely. I just like to, if I take a ride there, I can take.
It's on your way home, John.
Yeah, I definitely want to see that, man. You got to show me that. I appreciate.
What's the name of it?
See something. It's in Pine Brook.
If we have enough time on the 1st, and depending on who's all there at the end of the day, I'm going to see how long it is and see what everybody wants to do. But if there's like a handful of us, like maybe like 3, 4, 5,
yeah,
I'm going to see if we can go over to the 800-gallon guy's house.
Okay. I still want to go to that, what's that place that's across the street from that tropic place that closed down?
Aquarium Care Center, yeah.
I've never been there.
His prices are North Jersey prices.
I'd like to check it out just to see it, though.
Why not? Why not?
Yeah, this guy's cool. In Pine Brook, fishy, and right after that, you drive like a mile down the street and you get on 80.
Perfect.
So, and it's on 46. 46 follows 80. You know that.
Right. No, that's perfect. Yeah. I know all about that.
What do they have there, Dave? Is it both or just salt?
Yeah, they got everything, but they're not as big as Absolute. But they got everything. They got a $10, $20, $30, $40, $50 frag tank.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to go there then. Because I'm pretty much I take 80 on the way home too.
Yeah. So this is in Pine Brook, and so it's just before Parsippany is where you get on. It's back on to 80.
See, when I leave Absolute though, I'm literally like 5 minutes down the road and I'm on 80.
Yeah.
You don't get on that one. That's the one by Willow.
What did she do when
just peed?
She's like,
oh, we got dog Tourette's now. We're talking dog stuff.
Yeah.
Don't let me get my GSP involved.
I hope we're talking about the dog.
Waffy's will run around and destroy that dog.
You're probably right.
She's like Mighty Mouse. Dude, last time we let another dog in the house, I never seen anything like it. She was like doing parkour off the couch, and as soon as the dog would turn around, she would jump off the top of the couch on the dog's back, give it a quick bite, and then book it to the other side of the couch.
Sweep the leg. Sweep the leg.
Yep. No mercy. No mercy. I couldn't believe she did it. And I wasn't stopping her. Olivia was like, "Don't let her do that." I'm like, "This is her house. She wants to fuck a dog up. That's it."
That's fun.
There's another dude,
that could jump up and seem to turn around and hover and bite, like snap 3 bites out while he was hovering.
Right?
My poor wife almost got dragged down the road tonight. She went to pick up the poop, and my dog saw a squirrel, and my wife didn't know. My wife was like, "I thought my arm came out of my socket."
Yeah, I think that's a big dog.
Oh my God!
You bringing her tomorrow?
I'd love to, man.
Tell her.
No, I can't, man.
Why?
Are they allowed in the fish store?
No, I'm talking about your wife, dummy.
Yeah, are they allowed in the fish store?
Wow.
Oh no.
If Patrick's there, your dog's allowed in a fish store.
No, my daughter's got piano lessons tomorrow morning. My wife's fucking like a cab driver tomorrow. Are you kidding me?
You just don't want her to see what kind of money you're gonna spend. That's all.
I'm not spending much, Brittany.
That's what we all say.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm looking for fish tomorrow. Unless I see something crazy.
Somebody bought a bulldog and an absolute fish once. Patrick was like rolling around on the floor with it, talking baby talk to it. So you can bring a dog.
I got a Pico. I got to say. I need an auto top off, and I need a light. That's my. I don't need the light right away, but I need the auto top off.
Yeah.
If Glenn or Patrick is there, I am going to negotiate. I want like $1 above cost on a tank.
You looking for another tank?
Glenn told me he would do that for me at their MM sale that's coming up on the 18th.
$1 above?
He told me I'll get you 180 at cost.
Ooh.
But he's got to order it for that sale, apparently.
Did he say how much it was going to cost you, or not yet?
He didn't, and I know that's $1,000 tank. You know.
No, is it really? No way.
180?
No way.
If I Google it right now, a 180 is like.
Well, Dave, you're not going to get a pre-drilled, are you?
No, I don't want a reef ready.
Yeah, then you're looking at half the cost.
They come with horrible overflow weirs in the corners.
No, yeah,
and they're drilled.
Yeah, dude, you could get a 180 Marineland thick glass black silicone for like $500.
You think?
Absolutely. And if he can't, I can.
Right.
I've always seen that tank for like $6.99 to $8.99, depending on where you're at.
Yeah, that's retail.
Right.
On September 1st. Well, when is their midnight thing?
August 18th.
Gotcha.
I don't feel like I want to do it yet.
Yeah.
I don't even want that tank here yet.
Yeah.
I got too much to do, you know.
Let my shoulder heal up first.
Yeah. So we'll talk in September. When are they moving?
They're not now, he said. They're going to stay.
Oh.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
Wait, who's moving?
Ocean Gallery was gonna.
Oh, okay.
They were going to move. They just fixed the roof instead.
Last time I was there, they had a sweet Mahano outbreak.
I'll bring the laser, bro.
Hell yeah, dude! They'll let you hit it. They'll let you hit it. Hell yeah, you could bring that shit. They'll be like, yeah, let me see it. And they'll be shooting it at each other, dude. They're crazy in there.
I got 3 pairs of goggles just in case, you know. It's like I want to bring it to an LFS. At least I can give another pair of goggles to somebody who wants to watch.
Oh, $3 fish, fishy, on that day. $3 fish.
Yeah.
Where?
I get $1 for every Mangiano I kill.
Yeah. Ocean Gallery, he's going to do 5 fish, like 5 different types of fish. I'm not sure what kind yet, but they're going to be $3 each.
That's good.
Whether it be firefish, chromis, clown, cardinal, whatever.
I'm definitely going to look for. I really want a nice set of Yashigobis. I really do.
I wish I bought more stuff from that guy at Rap with all the crabs and hermit crabs and chorus wrasses and everything.
Right?
$10.
Everybody that bought them still says they're alive too.
Yeah, I still got the chorus wrasse. He's the smallest fish in my tank. He's smaller than the cleaner wrasse, but I still got him. And I still got those Halloween hermits. Those for $10. I
still have yet to hand in my paperwork for the guy in Paramus.
Yeah, we're supposed to go there.
I know. I'm lazy. Not lazy, but like it's so intimidating when you go there because you walk in and they're like, "Here you go, guys," and they give you a bucket and a net, and they're like, "All right, just let us know what you get." And I'm like, I'm not ready for all that today. Just want to look. It's not like an LFS where you can just look. They expect you to like fill up a bucket with some like Moorish idols and shit.
No. I don't know. When I get the 180, I'll be down there for a dory, I think.
You might as well get a couple more idols, dude. They're only like $25.
I hate them.
They're hard to keep alive.
They're not my thing. No offense to anybody who likes them.
I mean, I like to look at them in someone else's tank. I just don't want them.
Overgrown cardinals.
All right, so maybe the next hangout after the September 15th. I don't know if you guys know, but there's that show by Philly.
Right, you were talking about that.
I don't know how that's going to be.
Do a midweek meet where we can go to the aquaculture facility. I just never put that together.
Yeah, but will they let you pick out of there and buy out of there?
That's the thing. I think it would just be like a small handful.
Oh, look. Yeah. Well, then maybe September will be mine. October will be Pat's. And then November.
When is the Lancaster one?
Oh, that's probably the same weekend of Pat's.
Okay.
It's usually at the end of October.
And
Billy,
aquatic experience.
But the one in October usually sucks. Nobody usually goes to that.
Billy, do me a favor. Text me the details for the one in Philadelphia or near Philadelphia, whatever it is.
I don't have any info. I'd have to look it up. It's called Philly Splash or something like that. I would just look up
Philly Splash.
I would just look up Splash Coral Swap.
I'm definitely going to an aquatic experience. That's going to be hot.
Yeah.
That's a good show, John. If you're interested in something good, that's a Page's show.
Oh, what is it again? It's at the same place Palooza was.
Yep, that's bigger than Palooza, man. If you ask me.
What's it called again?
Aquatic Experience.
Aquatic Experience. Somebody invited me to I think Reef Racks and the guy that I met out there, Joe, and the clown cops. I think they're what they're called. Or I've got their business card over here. They were great people. Anyway, I think they invited us to go to that. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, me and Billy and Dave are definitely going there.
Oh yeah. Let's see here, vendor.
Got it.
It's called Philly Splash.
Got it. It's on my screen.
Okay.
September 15th, rather, 10 a.m.
$10 to go.
$10.
Yeah, that's usually what they are.
Like twice as much as John wants to spend.
Is there a vendor list?
I'm going to make a sandwich. I'll be back.
So if I can make it up there, who's buying me a Philly from Geno's?
It's not near Philly at all.
You said Philly, bro. Like the thing says Philly. Where's this place at?
Right here. Like King of Prussia.
What the hell is that? Where is?
Prussia.
That's
past,
I don't even.
It's past Philly.
I don't even see Philly on the Google map. What?
King of Prussia, bro.
Yeah, I know where that's at. So does Jen, but
Conshohocken. See Conshohocken over here, West Conshohocken.
Yeah, but
all right, you want to see Philly on the map?
Yeah, why would they call it Philly though?
Well, why do they call it Reefapalooza in New York?
Because New York's like 5 minutes away.
So it's a destination. It's the destination name, Philly, and Philly, New York sounds a lot better than King of Prussia. Nobody knows where King of Prussia is, but everybody knows Philly.
Why not do it in Philly?
Well, it's probably a third of the cost.
Right? It'd be $30 if it was in Philly.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
You're getting closer. Do I need to back out anymore?
No. You're good. I'm trying to figure out how many miles that is though from Philly.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's northwest of Philly.
Yeah, there's not a map key, which I don't understand why Google Maps stopped doing that.
Because nobody uses Google Maps anymore.
Just find out how far you are from King of Prussia Mall. Or 301 West DeKalb Pike.
You'll like that drive. The Pennsylvania Turnpike speed limit is 70.
I love the Pennsylvania Turnpike.
You mean the Pennsylvania Turnpike suggested speed is 70? Everybody does like a $110 out there, man.
Not anymore. They have cameras like every quarter mile.
What?
Yeah.
So speeding tickets in the mail?
Yep. My buddy, the guy that works for me, got one for doing 82.
Damn.
82. Yeah, they're real strict. When they give you that 70 mile an hour, they're real strict if you go over it. Like, oh man, I was going over it in the 60 mile.
I'm gonna get those fancy stickers to put on my license plate to where you can't see it on camera.
I'll probably end up boycotting the Splash.
Well, then what's the point? What? Why?
That's just me though. That doesn't mean nobody else can go.
Are you doing the other one, the aquatic experience?
Oh, yeah, dude. It's a 3-day show. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. They show up on Thursday, so it's really a 4-day.
How many vacation days?
Dude, like, do you know how many times this year we've been out of state?
John, what you need to do is you now that you know this, right? It's 2 months away. You should be on the phone with Mark asking if he needs help. That's where you start thinking. That's how I start thinking.
John, we still got to hit Orlando, bro, so I could stock my 130.
Oh, dude, that's in January, man.
No, I know.
Y'all trying to kill me though.
The Aquatic Expo. Last year it was in Chicago. This year it's in New York. It's just as much about freshwater as it is about saltwater.
Right.
And a lot of the people that were at Reefapalooza say they will be there. So it's like another Reefapalooza for New Jersey.
Speaking of that,
so get your ass there.
Oh, I still got a floating holiday too.
Livy's got a floater?
No, that was Jen.
I just called it a big show. Isn't that what DC called you?
Yeah.
It's not Aquatic Expo. It's Aquatic Experience, I think, Chip the Reefer, if you do stuff. Google.
Somebody's cat dying? Or somebody stubbed their toe?
Yeah, wasn't here.
Man. So Jen washed my wallet the other day and like all of my important business cards are stuck together. All of my contacts from Palooza.
Contacts? What do you got?
This is a stack of business cards from all the people that invited me to go do something with a date and a time written on the back of it from Palooza.
Well, I always just take a picture of them.
Well, but I don't know. It's like
who's on the front?
This is Mark from Ultimate Corals on this one. But like, I don't know if you can see how many business cards deep that is. If that'll focus.
It's hard to tell.
Yeah, and then like here's my other stack from the people that I got to hang out with. This is No Comp Clowns, which is the other people. There's a Reef Racks in the middle somewhere, and another No Comp Clowns in the back. Oh, actually, yeah. Well, you don't have the dates and the times written on the back of the cards, though. I was trying. There's a couple other shows that I was invited to that are this year. I was gonna tell you guys about them. But...
Like, what do? They pay for your travel and your hotel, or what?
No, it was just people that we met that just invited us to come up there, man.
You know, it's open to the public, right?
Yeah, but see, you're trying to take the piss right now, and what it was is I was trying to see if there was any shows that were in here that you guys hadn't brought up to talk about in the chat. That's all.
It's your job. It's your stream.
What do you think?
I'm just a special guest.
Really, one of these days we're gonna fight.
I'm fine with that. I'm okay with that.
It's gonna happen. But the sad thing is, you're not even gonna know that I'm in town.
Don't complain. She did your laundry. That's what Sammy said.
What is it? What'd she say?
She said, "Don't complain. She did your laundry."
Oh no! And see, Sammy, really, what it was is it was from a pair of pants that I'd planned on wearing again. I normally empty my pockets. Get out of here! You guys don't know how many ink pens have gone through the washer. Luckily, none of them have exploded.
Oh, no, I'm not so lucky. I have so many business shirts that just are ruined because of pens.
But I mean, Sammy's right. Moral of the story is empty your pockets. Do it yourself. I don't have a problem doing my own laundry. I hate that freaking washing machine. That thing sucks. Just for future reference, if anybody's looking at buying a new washing machine, don't buy a freaking HE washer. They don't clean your freaking clothes.
The HE? Oh,
HE. Yeah, one of the high efficiency ones.
Yep.
Dude, I swear to God, I want to go find like a $35 washing machine on like Craigslist. I guarantee it wash the clothes 1,000 times better.
Dude, I got a round Maytag with a ringer on the top down the basement.
Right? What you want for that, Dave? What's up?
4 wheels. And you come and get it out of the basement and take somebody
else.
Oh,
wait a minute. Are you talking about one of the ones I got to turn the crank on?
Yep. Built-in dryer, bro.
What, all the sweat from me doing my own laundry by hand?
This stream is brought to you by Cheez-Its.
Oh, Sammy, and something on the socks too. Like I'm weird about my socks. Like I like them washed inside out to make sure they're clean. Because the funk's not usually on the outside; it's on the inside. I'm just saying.
Dave, Sammy wants to know what kind of coffee.
Don't talk on my mouth full. I guess I just did.
It's always that's the best part, though. Is trying to decipher over a mouthful of Cheetos or Cheez-Its.
I would have lost my shit if Cheez-Its would have just
8 o'clock, dark Italian. This is the coffee. Dark Italian roast.
Yeah, Dave doesn't mess with that like standard coffee.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't drink that. Piece of water.
That's like me drinking Mountain Dew. It's not going to happen. Or Diet Mountain Dew.
No, I don't have to choose it with the coffee. That would be gross.
The little Dunkaroo, dip the Cheez-It in the coffee.
No, Nutter Butter's in coffee. Now you're talking about something.
Now, see, Dave, you're talking about 3 things together, and only 2 of them belong. Nutter Butters and Cheez-Its together.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Like, you know how Nutter Butters, they're like sandwiches that are dipped in chocolate?
You keep eating that combo, John. You'll have tits just like me when you're 40.
The funny thing is, I had tits like yours when I was in my early 20s. I was smart and got healthy.
Healthy? You smoke cigarettes. You're gonna have you'll have boobs,
kitty boy.
Yeah, but you got to remember, I'm 40. I'm allowed to have boobs now. It's official.
Why? Because you're a dad and pretty much married.
I breastfed 2 kids with these things.
I believe it with how much those fuckers are sagging.
Well, yeah.
What size bra you in now, Billy?
I'd say he's in at least a B.
Well, Jen doesn't mind him sagging on her when I'm on top. Oh,
that's the funny thing is you're a little too bald, homie. Sorry.
I took it to that level.
You're a little too bald. It's all good.
You had to go there, huh, Billy?
Oh yeah, I was waiting for him to try to insult me, and I was going to come back with "Where no man should go."
That's okay, Billy. You're on top of her, but I'm on top of you. We just make a Billy sandwich.
I'd rather no.
I know Dave's like, can I go fucking kill myself now?
I've got pictures I don't want to have.
Yeah, turn those crickets up.
Trying to drown out the homoerotic here.
I can hear him again, those damn things. Jesus.
You know, the funny thing is, we used to have crickets bad in the basement, and then we got cats, and I haven't seen the first one. It's fantastic.
I just found a random CChem alert series tag. Came out of my tank, but I found it in my pocket. One of those that goes in the tank and like constantly monitors ammonia levels.
I hope it didn't go through the wash because it probably wouldn't work.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know whether it did or not.
Pee on it, see if it changes color.
Well, it's only going to read 0.02 parts per million, so that's the lowest. Let's see, toxic 0.5 parts per million.
Yeah.
I don't know if I trust those little stick-on things.
I got to tell you, I had this one, man, and I was doing my tests too, and they seem to be reading about the same. So this is just more of a broad. The little tag is like more of a broad where you get more exact with a test.
Right.
Like this one, it says safe less than 0.02 parts per million, alert 0.05, alarm 0.2, and toxic 0.5.
Right.
So it's got 4 different levels. Your test is just a little bit more exact.
Right. I love them dip strips for cycling a tank. Because who's got time for all of that? One dip strip, just dip it every day. You got your tank to do it. It's usually
what I like?
time to figure out.
No, please.
I'm a little bit nervous about cycling a new tank. It's been forever since I've done it. So I don't want to get impatient with it.
No. It's not a good thing. Nothing good happens fast.
That's not pillow talk. That's Kiki talk. But anyways, Sammy, I've got a handful of screws to put in, and the drill died. It's not my drill. Yeah, it's not my drill. If it was my drill, it would have been charged up today. So I I literally have a handful of screws to put in, and then the stand is actually a stand versus just lumber sitting in a corner. I'm gonna put a shelf system in it to hold the two. I am gonna go ahead and do the two. I'm gonna do a fuge and a sunk.
Cool.
But I'm not 100% sure how I'm gonna wrap it. Like that's the final finishing touches. But it's gonna be wrapped when after I'm done putting everything else on it.
Don't wrap it. Leave it raw.
What
is it?
What are we talking about?
Dave picked up on it.
Don't wrap it. Leave it raw.
That's how you get herpes, bro. Herpes is for life. But nah,
you got the wrong lady friends then.
Jen's a little salty over here.
Okay.
But no,
It's okay. I got my 7 cats. It's okay.
My original plan was to do the one sump, and I was gonna do a kind of like a custom cabinet style door where it's a side and a front door at the same time. But I don't think I'm gonna do that. I might. I don't know. It really depends. Something that's got like hidden shelving built into the door as well when you open it. But I think that's just asking for more BS than it's worth.
My next stand is going to have Star Trek doors on the bottom. Definitely. They're going to make the noise and everything.
Nice. Yeah, I was thinking about like doing like glass in the middle and doing like the lattice work on the glass, and then for the one that would be the angled door, it would be just on the outside when you open it. Like I said, shelves. I figured it'd be easy to access the side of the sump where the return pump is versus having to get all the way down on my hands and knees and into having to crawl into the sump. I don't know. I might still do it. I haven't really decided.
Yeah.
So, Dave, are you like 100% sure that you're wanting to do 180 gallon?
No, I'm not.
You just still playing with the idea?
Yep. I'd take the 55 down, put a 120 there, and just have 2 tanks sit next to each other.
Right.
2 4-foot tanks, and 1 6-foot tank. I don't know. I'm kind of liking the 2 4-foot tanks.
Yeah, I kind of like the idea of 2 4-foot tanks as well.
What's up, Tristan?
Oh, wow. Big homie. And look what I got for you. Ooh, that's not the right one, I don't think. Maybe. I came from Lisa, so... Yeah, baby, be safe.
The one I got in with. And it's the one I got John in with. So he's back into his own stream.
You can put up and download that one already.
Come on in. That one works on laptops.
I'm not sure what the hell I had. It's not the one. It's not the Bitly that Lisa gave me. That's for sure.
It could be. When you copy a Bitly and
Yeah.
then post it, it's a redirect.
Ah, okay. Then that's probably what it is.
Yep. Every time you copy it and then repost it, depends what it was, and it becomes something different. Someone like
Right.
Tristan can tell you why. I can just tell you that's what happens.
Right. We got a Tristan to join. What's up, homie?
What's going on, boys?
Same old, living the dream, man.
I hear that. I hear that.
Any lights on over there? Can we see anything? You look kind of blue.
Yeah, I'm kind of blue. Staring at the new tank.
Very nice. How's it coming along?
Pretty good.
How's
I've
the
already,
water going?
yeah, I've already started moving corals into it.
Yeah, I see you sprinkling.
But if you notice, I don't even have a skimmer in there yet.
Skimmers are overrated.
I know, right? Like, what do you even use those for? Where the heck are my LED?
Mine barely does anything with my big bale of Chato running, hitting it first.
Can't find. Oh, there it is. My LED turn on first. There we go. There we go. That's better. Yep.
So jealous of that tank, Tristan.
I love that sump. I think that's pretty. I mean, I usually build a sump, and it's not important to me what it looks like, but when I see that, I appreciate it.
Oh yeah. So finally was able to get some rock from my LFS straight out of the Florida.
Looks good. Looks good.
Yeah, so I have that in my little cryptic area over here.
What's that bright red piece in the back? There's a little bright red dot back there.
That little bright red dot? Some kind of like orange sponge coralline type deal.
That's nice.
Going on back there. So I got my refugium set up too. Got this little Kessel 880 right here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's got the dragon's breath in there. Look at that. Nice
some kind of red. So this guy's been growing pretty well. Pretty quiet. Then had to do a little mod here to this cover. Put a hole in it.
Of course.
Lines up perfectly with the A80. So I just center it over there, and she's lit.
Beautiful. How many gallons is that fuge? With dimensions, at least. You don't have to do the math.
I don't know.
What's it, about 12 by 10 or?
It literally looks like a 20 tall stood up on its side.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah,
maybe a little shorter.
You don't need. I don't want to bug you, boss. You don't need to go find a tape measure.
Yeah, the thing is, I have like 10 tape measures. I know. Can't find a single one right now.
I had that problem the other day building this thing.
I got it right here.
Right? Like, let me get that, Dave. Like, let me.
Fat Max, the only way to go.
So what I did first is pretty much I threw all of my softies in, Euphilia and stuff like that.
Yep.
The
water, literally.
Look at this little guy. He's just sitting there just nobbing away on some algae. Oh,
yeah.
I got two of those guys in there. So I actually had a fish sneak in here. It snuck in on a piece of rock.
Oh, it happened to me. I know what you mean.
A lawnmower blenny.
Yeah. They get startled when you're pulling a rock, and they dive into rock, and they're like, "Oh, whoa, where are we going now?"
Yeah, it's the craziest thing ever. He just snuck in here and decided, "Well, I'm living in here now." I'm like, "All right, well, I can't catch it."
Yeah, hitchhiker fish. He's hoping you grow some nice hair algae for him to eat.
Yeah, right. So I did do a little modification to this rock pillar here. I got rid of that little peak that I had, and I used some of this. I think you guys might have seen it before, or might be aware of it. But for anybody who's about to do some serious aquascaping, get you some of this stuff.
that the Seachem stuff?
Yeah,
Aquavitra.
Aquavitra.
Yeah.
Plastic adhesive.
Yeah. So
do you mix it with water or heat it up? Is it the beads or
water? Yeah, it's the little white beads. You heat it up. I just microwaved a little cup of water.
Right.
Of hot water, and then I added a little bit more cold water to kind of cool it down till it's kind of like perfect coffee sipping level. Tossed in a couple tablespoons of these beads, and within seconds they turned crystal white, and they were ready to go. Pulled them off. Started. I mean, I got some pretty crazy like overhangs and stuff.
Right. I've got a whole bag of not the Seachem, just the generic stuff off of Amazon. I haven't played with it yet, but I want to.
Yeah, it's really cool. Like, kind of, if you can see, like in the back here, like right there.
Yeah.
It's like locked on, holding that rock there. I tried so hard to pull it off. I'm like, yeah, if I have to try this hard, there's no fish gonna take that off.
Yeah, they said once it dries, you can sand it, drill it, whatever you want to do to it.
It's amazing.
Yeah. So, I'm thinking you can make brackets or stuff with it if you needed to, you know?
Yeah, brackets, little bridge holder upper thingies.
Yep.
Whatever. Yeah, I mean, this stuff is and it goes a long way, and it really can't go bad. Unlike like putty.
Right,
you know,
right.
If you mix up putty and you leave it alone, it'll pretty much go bad after a little while.
But that stuff CJ used kind of looked messy. You know, that cement.
Yeah, I don't like that cement. The Marco Rock cement, the Aqua Marco Rock cement thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've used it before. It dries gray, but definitely doesn't look as nice. This white stuff kind of looks like a white sponge or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I threw in a piece of SPS up there. You know, little Pavonia or whatever the hell it's called. And it's been doing fantastical. So pretty much I have almost every softie representation in here. So I got Euphilia zoos, torches, hammers, got like whatever the meat thingy is. I got some Favia, I got some Acan Lords, Button Scully from like Australia somewhere. Something I don't know what that is right there, but it looked pretty, so I got it.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah, don't know what that is either, but looks kind of cool, kind of cream metallic. Got my.
What color is that piece you just showed?
So it's purple. Those veins here are purple, and then in the middle of them are metallic green.
That's cool. Yeah, it's kind of
like I can't find mouths on it.
But yeah, it's pretty cool. Because I was going to say, it looks like that elephant skin Monty that they have, but
yeah,
no, it sounds more colorful.
Yeah, how else I know? My Acan garden here. I kind of want to replace all these plugs with those plugs, the slightly bigger ones. So that's about like the perfect size.
Yeah.
Who's killing the baby?
You know, if you let them grow out on the smaller plug, you can actually just glue the bigger plug to the smaller plug.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm not rushing. I figured that they'll grow and fill up that entire plug, and then I'll just pop it onto something else. So that's why I'm like not in a rush to get them like bigger. But my thing is that I don't know if I'm kind of stunting them, because if you look at this guy right here, that guy right back there, he has like 50 babies on him.
Wow.
Growing. He's just going insane. Like, I just don't know. So then I have like my oldest colony right here. This guy's just been doing his thing. He's growing off and on. And I think that's like a 4-inch or 5-inch plate that I put him on there. He started off up here in that corner.
Are you loving the new footprint?
Oh, bro, like like that's the other end. This is my side view right now. I can't even like
yeah.
It's the first time ever that I can't take my mag float and go like that and touch the other end.
Right.
Like,
you got to move your feet.
I have to walk. I have to like do laps floated. And look, crazy thing is, I don't even have the LEDs up there.
Right.
Just those Aquatic Life T5s.
How you liking those?
I'm liking them a lot. Because if you look, I don't have a single like unlit spot.
Right.
Anywhere. It's the entire tank is lit from eight T5 bulbs, back row, fully capable of putting more corals back here if I really want to. You know, maybe things are not as pretty, but whatever. But I can legit put corals anywhere in this tank, and then I'm gonna have two radions on each fixture.
Right.
And I mean, it's gonna be pretty straightforward. So there's some things I didn't like about him, though. I think everybody's kind of talked about it already. I wasn't too happy about these guys not being on at least the other end of the fixture. You know what I mean?
Right.
That was kind of silly to put it so far in the front. And the instructions is not really clear with telling you that when you use those cable clips, you have to undo that screw, put the cable clip in there, clip this cable to it, and then run it along the side to the back. It's not really clear in telling you that. And I think they could do a lot better with the hanging kits. Now, everything from here up to there is awesome. When they're attached to the ceiling, it's lame AF. So don't mind my pencil marks on the ceiling. I got to get up there and wipe them off. Maybe next year. But
masking tape, then pencil mark next time.
Yeah, for sure.
So basically, like the adjustment and set screws, and the fact that these guys here can slide anywhere along here.
That's neat.
So, like, legitimately, if I found a beam like over here, I could just move the entire kit over there to where that beam was, and this thing would still balance. I mean, I tried it out a couple of different ways to make it balance. I literally just put it like this for aesthetic purposes, but I didn't even really level these guys. I just kind of hodgepodged it to just get it going. Now I don't have them very high up off of the water, so they're going to get raised up a little bit higher when I put the LEDs in. But if I put the LED here, from there to the top of this rock work is almost 2 feet. It's pretty far. So actually, I don't even know that I would have to raise the fixtures. I might be able to get away with when I put the LEDs in, just turn them down, because I'm pretty sure those radios are running at like 40% or something like that. So that's pretty much where I'm at with that. I'm under not a time crunch per se. I'm under a nutrient crunch. So I've removed all of the rock out of the frag system here and my main display over here. And pretty much the main display is it's kind of running on fumes and a skimmer. SPS are doing fine, you know, still got polyp extension. I am getting some nuisance algae, so it's kind of making me want to move everything over faster. But I just did a count tonight, and I have 110 frags to move.
Wow.
And 85 are SPS. So I'm like, maybe I could do 20 a day or something like that. I've been trying to figure out like how I want to mount them. Now I kind of said I didn't want to mount a lot of them with the plugs, but a lot of these guys have already encrusted over the plugs, and it would break my heart to like cut them off and have that whole encrusted piece kind of go to waste, unless I kind of like maybe stick it in the frag tank to have it grow back or something. So some of them might make it over here with the plugs where I can. But I did get some of this stuff to try it out. I never tried this out before. This quick set, insta set for cyanoacrylate. This stuff is pretty awesome.
Oh, like an accelerator.
Yeah, you put like one little, and that thing starts getting hard so fast, man. It's like Viagra for glue. But you have only seconds, man. Seconds to get that thing stuck in there, and you don't have very much adjustment. So you kind of gotta have to like make sure you know exactly where it's gonna go before you spray this bad boy on there, and then jack it on. So I think I might be able to get away without using epoxy to put the plugs on, but
yep.
So that's where I'm at. I mean, I'm going to be pretty much doing most of this weekend. But as soon as I get maybe 20% of the SPS out of the old tank, I got to move the radions over.
Yeah.
Now, I'm glad you guys are on, because I wanted to ask you, 4 T5s over the eight T5s total, 54-watt T5s running at 100%. It should be good for SPS, right? If I started moving SPS over?
Yeah, I think even if you just took a couple of days, it's enough light where it's not going to hurt them.
Right. Okay.
A little break, you know.
Yeah. That's what I wanted to make sure that it was good enough to keep them happy until I get the lights over.
Right. I'd say you got a good week of playtime at least before it starts.
Yeah. So that's what I'll do.
It might lose a little color, but it'll come back as soon as you bring the lights over.
Yeah. See, the other thing too is I actually had to wait for this tank's alkalinity to drop.
Oh, new salt.
Yeah, new salt, man. Oh my God. Like I tested the alk and it was like 9.3 or something like that. And this tank over here is running at 8.3 to 8.5 around there. And I'm like, oh, dude.
SPS can help with that.
I think they'll cope with the 9, but
yeah, but they'll help with it too. They'll bring it back down for you.
Yeah, right. But I said, you know what? Being as how they're already kind of stressed over there already, like I don't want to do a crazy alk change. So I kind of put a bunch of these softies in there because I know they'll start using up alk and they'll start using up magnesium and calcium. So I couldn't even put my reactor online yet because it would have started raising my alk. So like, all right, well, I kind of got some BRS 2 parts stuff mixed up there, ready to go.
Yeah. You don't have any consumption really, so there's no point in dosing anything.
Right. Right. So I'm hoping when I test out tomorrow, I'll have dropped below 9.
Yep.
And I'll be like in the safe zone for everything to be ready to go. The other thing too was I had no cycle. None. I never saw ammonia spike, never saw nitrate spike. I added my Dr. Tim's 2 bottles, 120 gallon capacity bottles to the tank. I waited 3 days, tested, saw nothing, added ammonia, measured after like 3 hours. I saw ammonia in there. The next day came back, no ammonia. I'm like,
nice.
This using cycled rock was like awesome. But the thing was, I added this freaking Chaeto because I got like an awesome buddy of mine who was throwing out like a whole bunch of Chaeto. And I said, holy crap, I could use that Chaeto for my refugium. Except I have no waste. So
right.
I've been dosing phosphate. I've been dosing phosphate to my theoretically cycling tank.
Oh, yeah. That one little algae plenty ain't going to feed no Chaeto.
I'm like legit been putting in a cap full of this crap every day. So that's kind of turned my Chaeto from going white, going back to green.
Right.
So that was kind of shocking. I didn't expect that much, but yes, I am very pleased with how things are going so far. I'm just not really looking forward to mounting 100-something SPS flag. I guess it's a good problem to have, but damn, it sucks because I realized how long it took for me to mount SPS, and then I'm like, well, I did all that over a year. Now you're telling me to do it in a weekend or something.
Right, right.
So funny thing is that see that guy right there?
I have a hard time getting to it, but once I get my hands wet, I can go and go. You know what I mean? But
All right. So that's a purple cap right here. A little frag of a purple cap that broke off from the main displays in here. It decided to encrust and start growing.
Nice.
That far from the light.
Yeah.
And then to make matters worse, my wife was like, "So, are you gonna keep growing the purple cap in two places?" I'm like, "Where's the other purple cap?" She's like, "Well, right there." So that one has also encrusted and started growing. And then she's like, "When did you add zoos?" I'm like, "I didn't add zoos. There's no zoos in the tank." She goes like, "Well, what are those?" The tank was blacked out for like 5 days. I had no lights on it, and those guys lived through it. That guy lived through it. Yeah. That cap lived through it, and I'm like, well, if anything, these guys are resilient as hell, man. They're pretty good. It's so crazy, dude. I don't even have my overflow thingies in there yet. I didn't put them in there yet. Look, I have them. I didn't. One day I'll put them in there. Like
You gonna put a Y splitter on that lock line and have you some multiple directional flow?
Well, Nemo's Reef actually, when they ordered the lock line for me, they ordered it with RFG.
Nice.
Right.
So 3/4 inch RFG. So I have RFGs in all of them. But I got Gyre, which I said I was gonna do. They're running at 50% right now. Ice Cap 3Ks. Then I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4 wave pumps, kind of breaking up that flow because naturally they're all going like that, meeting in the middle, and then just doing that whole little thing like that. So I'm gonna have the wave pumps, line them up across the back, pointing down here.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
You got to sink those RFGs under some water, though. Like an inch or closer to the top, they'll start to suck air from the surface.
Yeah, I got some on this tank already. I have 1.5-inch RFGs. So now the messed up part about that tank is that when you don't have your Apex set up yet, it really makes you appreciate Apex. Because I legit hate having to unplug 4 cables at the top. You know, for those lights. And then that guy over there, at least he has a button that I can turn and push down.
You see Meliv's Reef with his big yellow button on the tank on his live stream?
Tristan, you need to go get you one of them $5 surge protectors for them lights. Just plug everything in, click, clack. You know what I mean?
So I got this the other day from one of my LFS sponsors. So this is the new 2016 Apex. So this one here is going to go on that tank. This is another EB8. So kind of have to set this up, but I'm waiting for the cabinetry to be finished.
Gotcha.
For the Reef. So.
Yeah, we were here when Paul Blaney was on the other night. He had an issue with something, with an IP in something, and he didn't know how to change it. I don't remember what, though, so. I said, I know there's guys in here that can help you. I'm just not that guy.
Oh, yeah. If I was there, I would have took care of him. You know what I'm doing. Yeah. I kind of almost know what I'm doing. Yep, and I got Radions down here in this box just waiting to be installed. There are legit not enough hours in a day to get this thing built. Because I get off work and I rush down here as soon as possible. Then I start working on it. So right now, my priority is moving corals. And then going to cabinetry for over there, the electronics. So I'm getting glass doors here so you can kind of see the sump underneath it with my channel's logo in the doors. And electrical cabinet on that side, electrical cabinet on that side. It's going to be yay high to the tank right here at the bottom with 2 doors, so I can kind of open there with a false wall. So I don't have to zip tie any wires. I just kind of toss them behind the wall, and then all the modules themselves would be in the front where I can see them. But yeah, I mean, shit. I don't even have a real return pump. I have a Mag 5.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's a Mag 5 with a 1/2-inch piece of silicone tubing. Running it through. My turnover is like 5.
It's the water out.
It's totally working though, isn't it?
I guess. I mean, it's overflowing. I was able to make a bean animal work with the Mag 5.
As long as you're moving water through your sump, you're doing it right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I mean, that pump has been through hell. I've ran that pump with no water for 24 hours before. Because, like a dummy, I left it plugged in outside by mistake. I just forgot. I went back the next day. It's like, what the hell is that buzzing sound? Well, that's the Mag 5. I'm like, oh, it's dead. Nope, use it for a water change. Like, a couple of weeks later, I'm like, oh, that's good.
It still works.
Of all the equipment in my Reef, this pump has legit is the OG of it. Right? And I mean, if I could buy a drink and retire it in a field of like pump girlfriend, I would. You know, like.
So what you do is you dip that guy in bronze when it finally dies. Just have it dipped in bronze and put it on a plaque and put it above your tank.
No, let's your grow over it.
That
there you go. That too.
I mean, it's just been an OG, man. That pump is gangster as hell, bro. It's just nothing. So
yeah, too late. I have an event tomorrow.
Freaking OG bounce, just chilling like I can't. The WWC OG bounce, it grew off of the plug now. You need to get that over there. So, coming.
Looks great, Tristan, but I'm gonna call it a night here.
All right, boys.
All right, Dave.
All right. Good seeing everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Dave.
Good night.
We'll see you later, buddy. Tristan, everything's looking great, buddy.
Appreciate it, man. I'm glad we got the talk.
Really.
That was pretty good.
Oh yeah, for sure, man, for sure.
So Sunday we're gonna be hitting up a new LFS over here, shooting an adventure episode. Me and Chris, SC Reefer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna be doing some adventures. So you should scope out some LFSs in your area. You know, you're what, 2 hours away from me?
Yeah.
That's not a bad ride. We can ride up there and check out some spots, shoot a couple of videos up there too.
Yeah, dude, I've got 3 that are worth going to. One is nothing but coral with a couple of fish, some dry goods. It's a little boutique shop.
Yeah, definitely worth it. There's a couple down here too, down in South Carolina. Reef Architect. One of them is called Reef Architect. Guy's name is Ernest. Real nice guy. I've been like wanting to go back to his LFS for a long time. It's just like I legit had no reason to because I have nowhere to put anything. But now I do. I have lots of places to put things now.
Right.
But I just got to get that crap out of there first in here. So
I'm gonna join from my phone real quick, man, because I keep cutting out.
Okay. I think Robert Woods was trying to. Hey, John.
What's up? I gotta turn this volume down. gonna get bad. All right.
Holy echo.
There we go. Yeah, Robert, that link I dropped in the chat should still work. Just don't forget to mute your YouTube when you come. But yeah, dude, I've got several LFSs up here that I think you and Chris would enjoy coming to see.
Yeah, I think it'd be a lot of fun. It's part of a new series that we're doing.
Right.
You know, Reef Adventures. So the way I see it, you know, after the build, after the setup, after everything is kind of dialed in, the next journey is really just to find new cool things, new cool corals and stuff, things you won't find anywhere else. So I figure what best way to, you know, bring some cool content rather than bring some attention to some of the LFSs in the area that, you know, take care of us and that need some exposure and stuff. So we figure doing some adventures by going and visit a couple of them in the area would be a lot of fun.
Right. Can you still hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I threw my headset on my phone because I can't hardly hear. But dude, like, my normal LFS, the one that I go to for everything, that's they're about a 30-minute drive north of me. They're great, and I've been telling them for the last 3 or 4 months I'm going to do a YouTube video for them, and I'm about 95% sure that they're going to sponsor me. Yeah, Robert, we can hear you, buddy.
Is my YouTube muted?
I don't hear any echoes, at least yet, so you should be good.
So what are we doing today, guys?
Just living the dream, man.
Yep.
Looking nice, Tristan.
I appreciate it, man. I'm trying. This is Dream Tank. So when you're doing everything and you're planning for it to be the last one, or at least your magnum opus, everything goes slower because you take your time twice as long to make sure everything is right.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, that's what I'm pretty much doing here, making sure I don't rush anything or half-ass anything. So making sure I do it right. So for the most part, everything's been going good. I'm on schedule. I'm gonna move over all of my fish, you know, in the next couple of days because those guys are like hating me right now. I feel the hate. They look at me like, put your hand in this tank again. We're gonna bite the mess out of you. Took away our homes. You know, it's like occupied fish tank going on in there right now. So I'm like, all right, buddy, you know, I'm gonna move you guys before you start flipping out, you know.
I wish I had room for that big of a tank.
You know, it took time. I think I've said this a few times actually. You know, I've never owned a home before, so when I moved down here and actually bought a home, I still lived with the mentality that this was temporary. And when I built my first tank, this one down here, I really thought that this was my dream tank. And as I watched it, as I grew, I realized, like, dang, man, I still had that mentality when I built this tank that this was it. This was the biggest one that I can get because I might have to move soon or something. And it took us a while to realize that, wait, no, we're here for a good 30 years from now. So, no, you can get something bigger, you know?
Yeah, I asked my landlord, I was like, can I have a fish tank? He's like, yeah, I don't care if you have a fish. I just didn't tell him how big the tank were going to be. Dude, he came into my living room and saw a 40-gallon breeder sitting where the TV should be, a 29-gallon tank next to it, and a 66-gallon over here. And he's like, you asked if you could have fish. I was like, and you said yes.
Usually it's a stipulation in a lease agreement if the you know, you can't have anything bigger than a 55 or so on and so forth.
Well, I broke the hell out of that stipulation in Jersey, man. My first apartment was a 1-bedroom deluxe.
Yeah.
So that just meant it had a bigger bedroom than others and a slightly bigger living room. I had like legit a 180 on the 9th floor.
God.
Oh my God.
It was a concrete building and the floors were concrete, so it was hardwood.
Yeah, but
on
still, I
concrete.
would never have had the balls to do that.
Yeah. No, my question is, how the hell did you get a tank that size up that many flights of steps or an elevator?
The elevator. I put it sideways, and we kind of rocked it in sideways, long ways into the elevator, and then when we unloaded it, we kind of rolled out the one end first, and kind of rolled it out into. It was weird dimensions though, because it was 6
No one
inches
questioned
long.
that, or was like, "What the hell are you doing?"
No, they never really came to my apartment for anything. You know, I'm a handy guy, so I kind of did all of my own repairs and stuff. So they never really came. I mean, it was like 2 years like that.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah. I totally. The front pane of that tank actually separated twice.
Yeah, see, I rent a trailer. And I'm afraid to go anything bigger than this 66 gallon.
I'll tell you what, man. Like if you're brave enough to get under the house and look and check and see where your floor joists are running, you can always throw some extra lumber in there.
I've already thought about getting some of those cinder blocks and putting some at where this big tank's at now. But
right.
I mean, worst case scenario, what you can actually do. It's not the best solution, but they have these quick joists that you could buy. But if you want to like not use those because they can be expensive per joist, they kind of ratchet up. What you could do is get cinder blocks and then get jack stands. Like the 3-ton jack stands from Harbor
those
Freight.
hydraulic ones.
Yeah, they're like $20 or whatever.
Yeah,
for 2. Yeah. And then just use jack stands the rest of the way and just jack it up, and you can pretty much drive a semi truck over that floor, and you'll be all right.
Right.
I am not a structural engineer. My suggestions are harebrained.
I love you, Tristan. That's exactly what I would have said.
So my son's 10th birthday is on Wednesday, and today I asked him, I'm like, Connor, I was like, what do you want for your birthday? He's like, do you really want to know what I really want? And I was like, yeah. He goes, can I just show you? And I was like, yeah. And he goes and brings his phone to me, dude. And he looks up worldwide corals and he hits the coral club button. He says, I want to join this.
Oh, wow.
Dude, I wanted to cry. I just wanted to hug him and be like,
that's
dude.
Awesome, man.
It's like that moment when you're like, I'm so proud of you right now.
Dude, you have no idea. I was like, Connor, we will make that happen, dude. I was like, I don't have a problem with that.
Hell yeah.
He's like, I don't want you to do the expensive one, Dad. I just want the $100 one.
Right.
And I was like, thank you for that.
Right.
Okay. See, here's the thing, right? About that. I'm kind of glad you brought it up because I have actually wanted something like that for a very long time. You know, a kind of a coral club. I mean,
I read it. It seems pretty cool, man. You can tell them everything you want to know about you click what kind of corals you want, and then they'll send you corals. And the longer you stay at the club, the better and the different kind of corals they'll give you. Plus, you get 10% off in their website, and if you go to their store, you get 25% off.
Yeah, that's amazing. Like, I'm glad that a company like Worldwide ended up doing that because you know, SC and I, you know. From talking to like these LFS owners and stuff, and we're trying to kind of get a handle on where a lot of these bands are. So I actually went down to I drove an hour and a half to go get a T5 bulb because one of my T5 bulbs ended up being bad. One of the blue pluses, it wouldn't spark. So I legit had to have a T5 bulb that day. So I called around and found an LFS that had T5 still. And drove an hour and a half, and I got a T5 bulb. But when I was there, I was talking to him, and he told me that his new thing now was bringing in corals from Vietnam. Now, it's a lot of it are softies, right, from Vietnam, but they're really nice and good-looking softies, healthy as hell. So when I saw it, I was kind of asking him, like, how is it right now with the coral ban? Like, what are you able to get? And he's like, man, if we did it on a scale of 10, I can only get 4. That's it. So like 60, 70, like 75% of corals, you can't get them anymore. Your biggest bet right now is aquacultured, like nearby or in the States, Vietnam, the Philippines to some degree.
Only certain things from the
and
Philippines.
Australia. And the messed up part is, to be honest, guys, some of the prettiest corals actually came out of Indo.
Yeah.
And it was cheaper out of Indo, but Australia being the next best thing because of, the quality and stuff. But you're gonna pay through the freaking nose for those corals, and that's the scary part. Like,
with it, if the Indo comes back, I guarantee corals will jump.
Jump in the sense of being more expensive, or jump in the sense of the market
of being more expensive. They're not going to let as much come out at once, and they're going to charge more for it.
I don't think it'll be that, because like with the Indo ban, like I'll put it this way: I went to Tidal Gardens for the whole thing last weekend, and I bought an Indo torch, and the only reason why I got it is because it's the most vibrant green I'd ever seen, and it was green with gold tips, and it died, but I paid $80 for it. Okay, now when we went to go see Tristan for the same size torch, we paid $35, and that was like 3 weeks before the Indo ban happened.
You
see what I'm saying? So like I legitimately paid $50 more for the same size coral after the ban. I don't think it's gonna go through the roof. I think it's gonna balance out and maybe be a little cheaper, but I think it's gonna stay roughly the same as it is now, to be honest.
Okay, so the way I look at it, right, is looking at supply chain, because I did a lot of supply chain management before. So think of it like this, right? An entire economy has determined that they're no longer going to provide a product, right? They're unable to provide that product. It doesn't mean that product is not still being collected. It also doesn't mean that product is going to die where it is right now. So they're not pulling it out of the ocean. That means it's still in the ocean. It's still growing. It's still rebounding. It's still doing what it has to do. Now, when the floodgates open, it's also an opportunity for a lot of other players, right? So you got you got a lot of these people who didn't think of it before, but hey, now I can get Indo corals again. Well, crap, maybe that business plan that I really wanted to do of importing corals from Indonesia can go into effect now, and all of a sudden you're going to have these other players undercutting some of the bigger names to try and get a foothold in the industry. So to me, if it opens up again, it's going to drive the prices lower than where they are right now.
Right.
However, it's going to be short-lived, because with the new when and if it comes back, there's going to be a lot more restrictions around it. It's going to be a lot harder. Right now these days, people are hobbyists. People get it's a bad time for people getting into the hobby. I think
it really is
trying to go very advanced. But
thanks a lot for that.
Yeah, but I think for people who are in it already, who are experienced a little bit, I think that they're going to do well. They're going to have a good opportunity to get in, get some really cool stuff. These days though, you just can't really throw corals away. You really have to try and give it the best shot you can to keep stuff alive.
And that's why I was so pissed about that torch, taking a dump on me, man.
Yeah.
It was actually a little bit bigger than the one that I got at your LFS, Tristan. It had 2 heads, but it wasn't quite done splitting.
Mm-hmm.
So they only charged me for 1 head.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? So it was $80 for technically quote unquote 1 head of Indo torch. Dude, I was so mad.
I mean, I was glad that before the ban went into effect, I was able to pretty much cop one of each. You know, Ultra Green, Indo Gold, an Aussie Gold, you know, Indo Euphilia Gold, Branching Hammer, Gold Hammers, an Indo Frog Spawn, or Octo Spawn rather. And I was glad that I was able to grab them because nowadays they're becoming harder and harder to find. And people are demanding a lot of money. It's a matter of supply and demand naturally. People are going to capitalize on the coral prices and stuff. But funny enough, it hasn't really deterred me, you know, from the hobby itself. One would have thought that it deterred me, but it really hasn't. If anything, it's kind of made it more exclusive, you know. Now just anybody and their moms won't be able to go out and grab this or grab that, you know, and all of a sudden make things, you know, have an Insta Reef if they can afford to just buy a ton of colonies or something like that. So I think we're going to get back to a more grassroots type situation where if I have an endo torch and you have, you know, some SPS that I really want, well,
we're going to trade for it.
Yeah, it's a trade. You know, and I think that's always a good thing, you know, trading between hobbyists right now, I think.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm not mad about the ban, but at the same time I'm not happy about it either. It has done good and bad things for the hobby altogether. You know.
Hey, did you guys watch
you don't have to worry
Meat
about
Dude's stream the other day?
Which one?
No.
The one with that when he was talking with Ecotech.
Yeah.
I am so interested in what the hell they're going to release at the end of this month.
Oh, I mean, I think I called it already. So Ecotech is a temperature probe, a pH probe.
I think they're going to come out with a controller.
Yeah, absolutely. They're a temperature probe, a pH probe, and an energy bar away from having a full-on controller. The ecosystem is there. It's built. I bet you if I data mined the ReefLink source code, I can find panels and templates and variables that are reserved for controlling outlets or taking input from other wireless devices. You know what I mean?
Because you made a good point. Like, what can they do to change the Radeon to make it any better?
Not much. I mean, right now we're limited.
I mean, maybe
optics.
add it to where it can, you know, extend the pucks more on an XR30, or maybe make like an XR40 that has 3 built-in pucks on it. I mean, that's the only thing I can see them doing.
Okay, so when you look at an XR30 Pro, the spread at 8 inches above, you get a nice tight 24 by 24. You raise it up to 12 inches, you get a 36 by 36. And you know, without any with nothing on it, like without any diffuser, you could probably still grow SPS on a sand bed, right? So penetration is there.
I've got an XR30 on a 29 gallon.
Yeah, and they have the HEI optics that are on each of the LEDs already, so you're getting the spread from it. I think they're up against the same thing that computers are up against right now. Okay, how do you produce a better, cleaner light with more brightness and optics, but beat energy?
Does it really need to be brighter though?
Well, it depends, right? So
I mean,